Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome to Marvelous Mother Tuckers Monday. I'm Jason of Mother Tuckers, and I am with the world-renowned, the one, the only, garden guy, Bill. How are you, sir? Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I had a good weekend yesterday. I got a ton of stuff done,
Right.
including the plants are back.
I see.
It took
And
a lot longer than I thought. It took a lot longer.
Are they thriving? Are they healthy? Is it good?
That's the good window, but it's the northern window. So in the winter, it's too cold to have them there. So now it's warmed up. I can put them back there.
Right. I cannot believe that it's already going to be March 1st at the end of this week. Can you believe that, Bill? I mean, this is crazy.
It's funny. I told one of our friends, our mutual friends, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, February is flying by. And he's like, no, it's not. And then just 2 days ago, he was like, wow, February is flying by. I'm like, look at our chat 2 weeks ago when I said that was happening. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be Easter. And then literally we're going to be into Memorial Day and summer. Then we can all head down to shore, Bill. We can get our feet in the sand and in the salt water and all that fun stuff that you like to do, right?
I agreed to teach extra classes this summer so I could stay away from the water.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, we hope everybody had a fun and good weekend. We hope everybody's doing well. We're happy to see so many of our friends joining us. If by chance you are not subscribed to Bill, Garden Guy Bill, we made it really easy. We put the links to his YouTube channel and his Instagram down there in the description. If you guys are watching this on a replay, please give him a follow. Please consider giving good old Mother Tuckers a follow. We put our links down there as well. As we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. As always, Karen, thank you so very much. And our backup mod and bid ender for the evening is going to be the very lovely Kim of Desert Gal. So thank you, ladies, so much. We appreciate you so much, and we could not do this. We honestly could not do this without you guys. So let's go ahead and say hello to some of our friends. Then Bill's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work, and then we'll go over anything else we need to, and then we'll jump right into it because we curated some really fun vintage for you guys tonight, and we hope you guys are here and ready to enjoy some of it with us. So first person I see in the chat is the lovely Terry. So good to see you, Terry. Hello, how are you? Followed by Colleen. Hi, Colleen. It's good to see you. Followed by our friend Tracy of Artsy Fartsy. It's so good to see you. Speaking of our official mod and bid ender, there she is, the very lovely Karen G. Please familiarize yourself with the avatar. It's that pretty little daisy right there. She's the lag you're going to want to learn, and she will be the one closing out all of the bids tonight with a bid end. So, and again, Karen, thank you always for all the support. Hello, Laura. So good to see you. How are you? I see our friend Karen Kennedy. Meow, meow. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you here, Karen. Followed by Dusty Moose. How are you, Dusty Moose? So good to see you here tonight. Well, you know it's that time of the evening when I'm snapping. It is our friend Gavin. He's also known as Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Please give him a follow. He is so close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. I can taste it for him. So please give him a follow. Show some community support for everybody here. And if you enjoy music and you enjoy hearing it on vinyl and on a turntable, he is the channel for you. He's putting up all sorts of a follow and show him some support. Let's get him to 1,000, guys. So, and Karen, if you could drop his link, I'd greatly appreciate it. So hopefully y'all can follow him in a replay or quickly go over and follow him tonight as we say hello to everybody. So hello, Linda. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, Linda. Welcome in, everybody. Followed by another Linda, my mother. So good to see you, Mom. I love you. Hopefully you're doing well. How are you, Shannon? Good to see you. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. See who else is here with us tonight. There is our friend Helen, New England Thrifter. Please give her a follow. She has a really fun YouTube channel. She does live sales. She does put out content. And Helen, it's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Here she is, all the way from the Garden State, the one and the only Steel Whisper. Good to see you. How are you? Followed by our cousin Terry Tucker, one of the Tucker cousins to the Mother Tucker clan. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Laura Orton. How are you? There she is, our backup mod and bid ender for the evening, the very lovely Kim of Desert Gal. Hopefully Bob's doing well. And Kim, could you please put in your links? She is a reseller too, and she sells over on Vamp. She posts a lot of her information over on Instagram. So please, Kim, if you could drop any of the links you want to, let's get some people over there and get you followed 2. So thank you again, Kim, for always showing us support as well. How are you, Deborah? It's so good to see you. Hopefully you are well. Hello, Shannon. Good to see you. And my chat's jumping all over the place. Let me scroll back up here. There's our vintage sister, the one, the only, Amy of Enamored Amy. Please, gang, give her a follow. She is always selling with us, hanging out with me and Bill. Fantastic finds every single Wednesday night, except not this Wednesday. She'll be off. But she puts out a video every single Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So please give our vintage sister, Amy, a follow. We'd greatly appreciate it. Hello, Elizabeth. It's so good to see you. Checking in from, what is it? The Windy City. The Windy City. Checking in from the Windy City. It's so good to see you, Elizabeth. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Perla. It's so good to see you. Please give her a follow. She has a YouTube channel as well. So give her a follow. Show some support. How are you, Glowy Girl? It's good to see you. Hopefully you had a great weekend, and it's good to see you. Followed by Cindy Lou. How are you, Cindy Lou? Happy to Monday, everybody. Hopefully y'all, like I just said to Glowy Girl, hopefully you guys had a good weekend and you're here to hang out with us and have some fun tonight. How are you, Robin? It's so good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. We're getting down near the bottom, so if y'all want to say hello, please do. We'll try to say hello to you. How are you, Chris, of My Broom Closet, checking in from Colorado? It's so good to see you, Chris. I hope you're doing well, friend. Who else is in here with us tonight? There she is. How are you, Dawn? It's so good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. See who else is checking in here with us tonight. I see we got Chad in here with us of Retro Days. It's so good to see you, friend. There she is, the one, the only, Karen Radford. I was checking out your phone, girls, earlier on the Instagram. Looking good, looking good. Great collection. Who else is in here with us tonight? How are you, Sandy? It's so good to see you, Sandy. Hopefully you are doing well. See who else is in here as we scroll down. We got Mary Beth with us. We have Tina checking in from Mother Tucker's right upstairs. It's good to see you, Tina. Hello, Tammy. It's good to see you here tonight. How are you, Peppermint Patty? Good to see you. I love me a good peppermint patty.
I had one yesterday.
I'll tell you, it refreshes you. It refreshes you. It's so good. How are you, Lillian? It's so good to see you, Lillian. Happy Monday. Hopefully you are well, friend. See who else is in here with us as we scroll down. We'll pick up the tempo a little bit faster. I see a couple repeats, everybody. Hello. How are you, Noel? Good to see you, friend. Hopefully everything's good up there in the Lady Liberty state of New York. Bill, you were just up in New York not so long ago, weren't you? Up there in the Hudson Valley doing some shopping. Yes, I watched your latest video. See who else is in here with us tonight. Hello, Bugs. It's so good to see you here tonight. How are you, friend? And we're scrolling down here to the bottom. The phone girls are my retirement gift after 35 years at AT&T. Well, congratulations, Karen. And AT&T, that was a top-notch place to work for. I'll tell you what. So, and I think we're down here to the bottom. So, again, everybody, if by chance, let me click off of that and click off that. If you're not following the one, the only Garden Guy Bill, please do. If you're not following me, please give good old Mother Tucker's a follow. And we're going to turn it over to Bill, and he's going to explain to any newbies how the sale is going to work here tonight, and then we'll jump right into it. So take it away, Bill.
Okay, so in addition to having a great chat and fun tonight, thank you all for watching the videos. Thank you, Shannon. That's so sweet. We are here with 15 rounds of amazing vintage that somebody out there might want to add to their collection. Maybe, maybe not. It's all good. But we have brought a whole group of great things tonight, hopefully to get you all excited about the saving the old and the wonderful things we have. And everything that we do tonight happens in the chat. So the very first thing we want to make sure is that everyone is in the best version of the chat possible, which means on your device, it should say live chat all messages. If your device says top messages, you want to use your toggle switch and change it over to all messages. That way you won't be filtered. And that's particularly important if you are chatting, if you're having fun in the chat with people, you're wanting to engage, you want to let us know what you know about the items we're showing, or if you're interested in placing a bid. That's super important. Also, if you're a chatter or a bidder, it's really important for you to make sure you're not lagging. We all have different internet speeds. We all have different connections. So it is possible for you to fall a little bit behind the live sale. And there are two things you can do to account for that. I know a lot of you have heard this before. I'm just going to go through it quickly. The first thing you can do is shut out your YouTube app, come back into YouTube, completely go out of YouTube, come back into YouTube, click on the sale, and then when you're back in the sale, make sure you're in all messages and make sure that little red bar at the bottom of the screen is all the way over to the right. But another effective thing you can do is using the settings icon on your device. If you're on a computer, it's down below. If you're on a mobile device, if you tap on my face right now, it should appear up in the top right corner. Choose the options of playback speed and set it to 2 times. What that means is if you do that periodically, it will catch you up if you're lagging. It may sound like we're talking really quickly, but that's just your computer or your device trying to get you back up to real time. And that's really the best way for bidders to make sure that you can get in before that bid end. But we love the chat. We love to engage in the chat. We watch it. If you see our faces moving to the side, by the way, we never said this, but if you see our faces moving to the side, it's because we're reading the chat. The chat's not on this. I have my chat on my phone on a different screen. So that might be helpful for those of you who are always wondering why we're moving our heads, because we're actually reading what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Trying to, yeah. So if you have any questions during the sale, particularly if you have questions about an item that you might be interested in bidding on as we're showing it, ask the question in the chat before we start the countdown. We're happy to show you or tell you anything you need to know about that item. If we don't catch the question, one of our great mods will, or one of the other people who are very experienced in the chat will bring it to our attention, and hopefully we can get your questions answered before that particular item is claimed. So we do an offer up style sale, which means we will show you an item. We'll tell you what the start price is. Jason will pin that start price where our names are right now. And we will start accepting bids, if anyone's interested, in $1 increments beginning at that start price. As we're describing the item, we'll also tell you any condition issues that we need to let you know about. Because again, we like to remind you we are selling vintage, antique, pre-loved, pre-owned objects, and you all know that because that's why you're here. You're here for them, but we will do our best to disclose any major condition issues that you should know about. And after we see a few bids come in, we will announce a countdown. We'll start that countdown, and at the end of the countdown, we will say the words bid end, and our official bid ender, Karen Gillette, who Jason introduced earlier, will type the words bid end into the chat. The highest bid before that bid end comes in is the person who claims the item. Now, if you're really interested in a particular item that you see, maybe you saw it in our previews, maybe you're going to see it when we bring it up, and you really want to maximize your chances of winning it, what you can do is you can exercise the just in case option. A just in case bid is the maximum amount you'd be willing to spend on an item that you really, really want. And what you would do to indicate that is you would type the letters JIC with that maximum amount that you would be willing to spend into the chat. And if you have the highest just in case before the bid end comes in, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. And that is what you will claim the item for. We ask 2 things if you decide to use the just in case. The first one is that you be an active bidder, meaning you've already put a bid in on that item before your use of the just in case. And we only accept just in case bids during the countdown. If you put a just in case bid in before the countdown, we're going to remind you to put it back in because we can't honor just in cases that come in before the countdown. And it's as simple as that. Maybe it's not that simple, but I'm sure you'll see it in use at some point tonight if you're new to it. Speaking of being new, are you new here tonight? Have you let us know you're here? Have you been around for a while and just never let us know that you were here? Maybe tonight is the night you introduce yourself and we can say hi to you, or at least the people in the chat can say hi to you. So if you're someone who tends to stay in the background, as I did for like the first year, nobody knew I was around. Maybe tonight's the night you let us know we're here, because that's one of the great things about these live sales. We get to create community and say hi to everybody. We could sell things in lots of different ways, but we choose to do it here. And one of the major reasons we choose to do it here is because of this great group of people. So speaking of people who claim an item, if you claim an item, we need some information from you. We both bill using PayPal. You do not need a PayPal account in order to check out and pay your invoice with PayPal. You can actually check out as a guest. You can even use your Venmo account to check out through PayPal. So we need your YouTube screen name and your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email address. That will allow us to generate an invoice that gets emailed to you. In that email is a link. You click on the link, regardless of if you have a PayPal account or not, and it will bring you to PayPal where you get to select your checkout options. You can log in if you have a PayPal account, or you can just check out as a guest. So it's really that simple. And if you have any problems understanding it and you did claim something, just email us. We're very happy to communicate back and forth to guide you through the process. We do remind people that if you do have a winning bid, that is a commitment to pay. And we do appreciate payment within 24 to 48 hours of invoicing. That allows us to get on to the next sale and wrap the one up beforehand, which is super important because we both have a few sales this week. Jason's got kind of a major deal happening on Wednesday this week. There's going to be a lot of packages going out of that household this weekend. Okay. So I'm Bill, Garden Guy Bill. Here's what you need to know about me. It's pretty simple. I ship to the US and Canada only. We both use a shipping service called Pirate Ship. It's an online shipping service for resellers like us, and it allows us to get some pretty good discounts on shipping through the United States Postal Office or UPS if UPS is necessary based on the size and the weight. Typically, we send through the post office if we can't. UPS is really a last resort, at least for me. I know it is. So I will be invoicing tomorrow evening. So please give me till midnight before you start emailing me saying you didn't get the invoice. But I will be invoicing tomorrow evening for today's sale, unless you would like an open box. I have another sale on Thursday and another sale on Friday. I'm happy to keep your items open and ship them all at once, but you just need to email me today if you want an open box for the rest of the week. And that's me.
And I'm Jason. I ship out of the Keystone State, good old Pennsylvania. Like Bill said, it is Pirate Ship. It is PayPal, US and Canada only. I do offer free pickup at my brick and mortar. I own a shop called Mother Tucker's Antiques here in central Pennsylvania. It's near Adamstown, the antiques capital of Pennsylvania. If you guys want to have pickup and you don't want to pay shipping, just communicate that via the email, and we'll just invoice you for the item. And then once the invoice is paid, we will communicate via email on when you're able to come to the shop and get it. I will be doing all of my invoicing on Saturday. So you will not receive an invoice from me until Saturday. If you don't want to have an open box and you want the item shipped because it's time sensitive, just email us. And what we'll do is we'll close out that box. We can usually invoice within 24 hours. And then once it's paid, we can usually ship next day. So you're never obligated to keep an open box, but it will save you if you come to one of my other sales this week. That way we can put it all together safely for you and get it shipped to you. I think that's it. Before we get into it, I do want to remind everybody there is no Fantastic Finds this week. We will still have a sale here on Mother Tucker's at 8 p.m. Eastern, except Tina's coming out of retirement, and it's going to be an all Easter sale. Now, it's not all going to be like bunnies and eggs. It's going to be a variety of things that you can decorate with at Easter time. So please come join us at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have saved some really fun stuff for you guys. And then I know Bill has his Kitsch Keepers Thursday night at you guys going at 5 p.m. Eastern on Instagram. So, but then Valentinos will be back over on Instagram, not here on YouTube, but we'll be over there on Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern. So please come over and check us out over there as well. So we had a few friends pop in. Let's quickly say hello to them. And then with 150 of you here, we're going to jump right into it. So don't you know, it's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, friend. I saw a few others pop in. Hello, Nikki. It's good to see you. Followed by Aunt Kiki. How are you? Followed by Trina. Good to see you. Followed by Brad. It's so good to see you. And I think that's everybody. And guys, if I ever miss you, please know that it is never, ever intentional. It's merely by accident. There you are. There's Jenny Penny. Good to see you. We will probably say hello to you twice, or I will say hello to you. Hello, John. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully you are well. John, good to see you. I'll probably say your name twice in an upcoming sale. So let's get it started. Let's get Bill over here, and let's offer up some fun vintage here tonight. And how much is your first item starting at, sir?
$15, Jason. And since you said it's not all bunnies and eggs, I'm going to bring a bunny. Okay. I brought a bunny today. I actually didn't preview this. I forgot that I'd set him aside for this. God. Yeah, it's so cool. This is a 1960s Knickerbocker bunny cuddles. And it can you hear it?
He's good.
Yeah, it's a little rattle. It actually, I think it can be hung over a crib for a child to rattle it, but it's in super good condition for being as old as it is. It's got a little pink nose. The pink is a light pink, but it is there, so you can see it. I've seen a couple of these listed online, but the one that I have is the only one I've actually seen with its original bow. And if you notice in this hand, he's got a little carrot. I think it's so adorable. This beautiful little flat bottom, so it actually can sit on a surface. Flat bottom with a nice little floral on it, the same floral that is in the ears. The ears are bendable. The white fur is in very clean, in really, really good condition. It's called Bunny Cuddles, but I don't think it's been cuddled all that much because it is in such good condition, and it deserves some cuddling. So if someone has a person in their life they can give this to who might cuddle it a little bit, that would be great. So it is marked Knickerbocker right there. The joy of a toy, made in Japan. Super good.
He's clean, and I love the feel of the fur on him because it feels like the mohair almost.
It's before Knickerbocker started kind of doing the softer. Yeah. It's somewhere between mohair and then the really, really soft fur of the 70s. Right. Super good. 7 inches tall to the top of the ears. And again, I think I said there's wire in the ear, so you can bend them. I can tell that they've been bent a lot over time. Right. But super cute.
Oh my God. Knickerbocker. Bow tie. It's the bow tie that sells me. That's what's got me. And
it's orange. That's what I love about it. Yeah. Orange bow tie to match his carrot. Super good. But if you haven't joined us before, we do bring everything back again at the end, yes. Anything that wasn't claimed. So we will do a recap at the end if you need a little bit of time to think about some of the things that we're bringing. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown since we do have a bid. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
It's almost like he was a gift that got put away and never played with. It just got put in a drawer.
And I wish I knew the name of this kind of rattle because I think people know I'm a pixie. I'm obsessed with pixies. The very first knee hugger pixie I ever owned in my life had one of these rattles in the inside of it. And I still have it. I love that little rattle. So thank you for the bid end. And thank you, Carol. This is coming to you.
I love when you ship those and you have to wonder, what does the mail carrier think when they're delivering them? So, all right, guys, $5 choice. And I have what I'm going to call new old stock. They are identical. They are tea towels, okay? They're in very good condition. You can see that they have the great green of the 1940s and 50s. And I was calling them, usually when they have a lot of these things, we call them the kitchen aids because they all help you in the kitchen. So it is an all cotton tea towel. So they are in very good condition. They feel like the old tablecloths. So let me open this up. This would even make a great table runner in your kitchen. So you can see it's got the grinder for the pepper mill and for the salt mill. It has a coffee pot, and it's just a breakfast scene. So it's got the coffee, it's got the spoon and knife, and then you have the little egg in the egg cup. So these are fun, and they don't have any odors. They've been stored for a very long time. They are identical. So I do have 2 of them. So you will choose 1 or 2. So they are identical. The only condition issue that I could find is that if you guys know these, you know that sometimes they had like a little pin or a staple for like a price tag or the original tag. It feels like they put a little tiny pull in it from when it was in there. So that's the only condition issue that I can note. But these are good. And they're very firm. They're not overly stiff like they've been starched, but they're in very good, unused, pretty much unwashed condition. There's no manufacturer name that I could find. The measurements on them are, it is 16 inches. It is 16 inches long. I'm sorry, it's 16 inches across. And then the whole towel, when it's opened up, it's 30 inches long. So I see we had a 5 with Teresa. Teresa's in at 6. Karen is in at 7. So it has great colors for a kitchen. This green would go good in the springtime. It would look great with your jadeite. If you guys do a red kitchen like us, but it also has like some non-traditional colors. It has like that almost mustardy brown, and then it has the blue in there. So both sides are identical. And this, when you open it up, if you have like a small kitchenette table, you could use this as the runner on the table. That's what I was thinking. So you'll have two to choose from. They are identical with the graphics. They are identical in condition. And I looked these all over and I could not find a moth hole or a stain, and they seem like they're brand new. So let's count it down. We're in with Lillian at 8, and you'll have 2 to choose from. We're looking for 9 or more, and you can use it just in case if you're an active bidder. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love it with the coffee. It's the breakfast table. But again, it could be the afternoon. It could be your lunch. I know a lot of folks like a hard-boiled egg at lunch. So, and that looks like someone's drinking. I'm imagining that's some fruit punch there in the cup. So I see everybody's bids. I see Lillian's just in case right before the bid end. Thank you, Karen G. So with Karen's 9 and Lillian's just in case, $10, Lillian, you get first choice. So at $10, let me know, did you want 1 or 2? You can take 1 or 2. They are identical. And then Karen will have backup. And if you wanted 2, Karen, we'll go back further and further. Hello, Dawn. Good to see you. But we'll just wait to see for the lag. Let me know, Lillian. Did you want 1 or 2? They're both yours. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And we'll get you over here, Bill.
Well, since you brought some kitchen stuff, let me bring a kitchen item I brought today. This is going to start at $32 if anyone's interested, Jason. And in fact, I think this is my highest price item of the day. I typically don't do that, but I wanted to stay in the same vein. I have a pair of gorgeous milk glass shakers. Now, these are pretty cool for a couple reasons. Firstly, they still have their original tops. And if you notice, the holes on one are a little bit smaller than the other. And there's a reason for that, because these are not salt and pepper shakers. These are flour and sugar shakers with this gorgeous pink and black flower basket on them. Now, this is Tip City Glass, an Ohio glass company who were very active making milk glass products for the kitchen in the 1930s and 40s. And these are in remarkable condition in terms of the paint, on top of them. However, again, like a lot of these older milk glass shakers, the tops they've had a life. So there's paint loss, they're a little dense. I can happily say there isn't any rust on this one, just a little bit of patina on this one. But I think the sugar shaker has smaller holes than the flour shaker, probably for a good reason. But look at that. Look at that detail on them. And then they have that really pretty deco line on the side with the cutouts. Can you see it? Yeah. And then along the top as well.
Almost like a grand arch, like in an archway.
Yeah, it's so funny, Tracy, because a lot of the things I pulled today, I was thinking Mother's Day is coming up. But again, to find small, I mean, these are the same size as the salt and pepper shakers that that Tip City makes, but to find them in the flour and sugar, so you can keep them out on your counter and not have them in big canisters or put away into a cabinet. Just really nice, especially like I use flour a lot to make gravy because I like things with gravy. I like sauerbraten, really thick sauerbraten. So having a shaker for flour is nice. But I just think if you love pink and black, this is just a really great opportunity to grab some. Let me see if I can get some black behind it. So not really focusing, or again, it's my glasses. I'm going to stop talking about my glasses.
It's good. I think it's just a little glare from the computer screen, but they look like they have no dishwasher wear. They look like they're in very good condition.
They probably stopped using it before dishwashers became a big thing in the homes, right? I can't imagine otherwise, because they clearly, the tops clearly have had a life.
Right.
And they come off nice and easy. Like sometimes you get these shakers and you're like, oh my God, I can't open them. These come off so nice, but you do see patina, but insides are nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you for your bid. Right. You might be lagging. So right now we are looking at shakers.
Yep.
So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Hello, Philomena. We missed you earlier. And hello, Doreen. It's so good to see you, ladies. Gosh, I love that basket. I want those baskets to decorate with.
Yeah, aren't they great?
They're
Yeah, I
really
really think the flower shakers, people can correct me if I'm wrong, but my grandmother told me this. The flower shakers were really for people who made their own gravy
Gotcha.
before it was
Makes
like
sense.
mass manufactured,
Gotcha.
or for people who baked to
Right.
get a little
Yep.
flour. Thank you, Karen.
All right. I'm I'm going to bring my jewelry of the evening. And what I love about these is it's a twofer. So they're on their original cards, and you can actually use these. Well, it's actually a threefer because you got the pins, which are the Hallmark plastic ones. They're on their cards, so you can decorate with these. You don't have to wear them, and or they're new old stock, so they could be gifts. I'm not certain on exactly how old these are, but my gut tells me they're still vintage. They're probably the 90s, okay? So I have two for you to choose from. I have the little bunny on its original card, and each pin is made of plastic, and they are made by Hallmark, and they measure about 1.5 inches. So it's on its original card. So you could put this in a flower frog, I think, and use it, or take it off and wear it and then put it back on. So Lillian, I see you in at 6, and the little bunny says, hope your Easter is filled with happiness. So he's hoping your Easter is filled with happiness. He's a little happy fella there holding his little blue egg. He's got his little purple bow on. He's so cute. And then your second choice at $6 is the little chick popping out of the little tulip pot. And this one says, spring brings special thoughts of you. So, and again, it's on its original cardboard backing, which I thought, hey, you know, you could use these as gifts, or you could pop these into your display. Put them in flower frogs. I think they would look super cute. And then you could wear them, put them back on the card. So again, these aren't super old, but they are at least vintage. And again, I think these are nice to use as decor. They're fun to wear. If you guys don't want like a heavy brooch weighing down your sweater or your shirt, these are a nice alternative. And you know what? You can use these, like I often say, as just decor. So Robin is in at 7. Thank you so much. It will be on choice. Let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. If you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case. Or if you wanted to bid, please put it in. Me and Bill move pretty quickly. So $8 or more, we're going to count them down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Then you'll choose rabbit or chick. Rabbit or chick, or you can take both. And the cards are harder stock, so you probably can take these on and off a couple times if you want to. And that's what I love, is that they're new old stock. So there's our bid end. Thank you, ladies, so much. Lillian had a just in case of 12. Robin had a just in case of 21. So for 13, Robin, you get first choice. Let me know if you wanted the chick or the rabbit, chick or the rabbit. And then Lillian, you'll have backup if anything's left. And if y'all just wanted one of them, and there's one left, we'll bring them back for the recap. But we'll just wait a moment here for the lag to see what Robin wants to claim. She could take one. Okay, they're both yours, Robin. Congratulations. All righty, Bill.
$16, Jason. And I have some pottery tonight. Probably not a surprise. The first piece I have is this gorgeous little pitcher. Yes, I'm bringing creamers again, but it's a bigger one. This is a piece of hull, and it is in their gorgeous sun glow. I'm so feeling the need for the sun to be out a lot longer. And I just did a whole display on Instagram about sunrises and stuff, because it needs to happen. This is called Sun Glow. It's this beautiful sort of orangish tangerine colored flower, yellow flower on the pink glaze. And this one is in the high gloss. So this picture comes in both a matte and a high gloss. And on one side, there's one flower with leaves, and on the other side, there are two. It is in amazing condition. I will just point out that there is one chip at the base right there. It is made by Hull. It's marked 52. That means 1952. That's the year that it was made. And it is 24 ounces. what's the size? 5.5 inches tall, 7 inches across from the spout to this side of the handle. But super, super pretty. Jason had a piece of this a week or two ago. It's just, hull is just a gorgeous pottery. It's nice and glazed on the inside because these were meant to be used. These were not display pieces at the time, although maybe they are now. And I've said it before, I'm going to say it again because this one's perfect for it. If you're someone who has plants around your house, just keep a pitcher full of water in one of these gorgeous old pitchers. People are going to think it's part of your decor, and it is, but it's also a way for you to remember to water your plants when it feels like it's too long to walk to the kitchen to fill up, a watering can. Super, super pretty.
Cheerful color, Bill. You can't be in a bad mood when you have something so colorful like that in your decor.
Yeah, so this is the one again with the pink background. It does come with a blue background, but both of the colors, just like Jason said, are really cheerful. Sunglow was meant to be early 1950s when everything about the kitchen was important, and people were spending a lot of time in their kitchens. So they really tried to make the utilitarian items beautiful as well. And I love this little detail around the top, like that rope detail. So I'm going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, hi, Debbie. Good to see you. I'll let Jason say your last name because he loves it so much.
Gutierrez. Debbie Gutierrez. How are you? Love it.
All right, let me start that countdown. And if you're an active bidder, you can use it just in case. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I love the fact that it is a twofer. You got one flower on one side and two on the other. You can flip it around. Always looks new and different. Hall was a little ahead of their time, I think.
The artists knew what they were doing back then.
Agreed.
They were competing with all the other companies, so they had to do something. So Robin, congratulations. This is yours for 17. Thank you both for your bids.
All right, gang. I got some glass tonight, and I have a hen on the nest, and it is in milk glass. And I love having the milk glass this time of the year because, well, I like milk glass for the 4th of July. I like it all year, but I especially like it at Christmas time. Then I really think this white milk glass looks really good at Easter time with all your pastel colors. So this is made by Indiana Glass. It is their larger hen on the nest. Usually you find these, there's chips, there's damage. There's no chips, there's no damage to this at all. So as you can see, there's a hen and it's on a nest. So these are little candy dishes. These make great gifts. These are actually great to put on your dinner table and put some things in. It is made by Indiana Glass. Like I said, it is about 7 inches wide by about 5 inches tall. So it's in very good condition. I love the fact that there's beading around here. I'll show you that they actually did detail. It is so clucking good, Amy. You're right. You can actually see the details of the basket, and then there's beading around it. And I mean, this is something else you could do. I know people that use this, they'll take this off. They'll use just the basket at Easter time. They'll put grass in it and they'll put some eggs in it. And then what they'll do is the rest of the year, they'll put the hen back on top and decorate with that. So again, to the cone or the gizzard, I guess it's the gizzard, the wattle. It's the wattle. That's what it is. No damage, great detail. I love using different things like chicks, hens, roosters, all that this time of the year. Hello, Katie. Good to see you, treasured gal. Good to see you. Guys, she'll be over there with the Kitsch Keepers this Thursday night at 5 p.m. over on Instagram. So make sure you check Bill and Crazy for Kitsch and her out. It's going to be a fun sale. I hear on good authority, it's going to be a really good time. So hello, treasure girl. It's good to see you. Again, this is made by Indiana Glass. You can start collecting different colors of these if you want. They did a ton of them. They did some of them in carnival. They did some of them in iridescent. They did some of them that were very transparent. But this one is your milk glass one. So I see Karen is in at 15. We're going to go ahead and do a countdown. Again, no chips, no cracks. If there's anything, there'd be a little mold roughness, okay? Because this is molded glass. So, but it's not going to cut you. You can just feel it's a little rough. So 16 or more, we're counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Karen is in at 15. Looking for 16 or more on the milk glass made by Indiana Glass. and it's the hen on the nest. I love these. I remember I bought a collection of these when we first bought the store, and they hung around forever. And then once they sold, everybody came in wanting one, and I couldn't find them again. So congratulations, Karen G. It's going to Canada. It's yours for 15. All right, Bill.
Okay, $12, Jason. I'm trying a few new sort of themes lately. Well, wall art is not new to me. Wall art featuring hunters is new to me because I think this is a pair, actually. So if anyone's interested, you're actually bidding on a pair. And I'm going to show you up real close. First of all, they have this beautiful, I think it's like burlwood-like frames, really, really gorgeous. And they're small, so they're great to tuck in to places. But I thought there are probably people who are decorating with these sort of maybe European or early American themes. So there are two of these hunting scenes. This one is a bunch of riders on all different colored horses riding across a field. And you can see a really nice stone wall in the distance. They are still in pretty good condition on the back. There's some wear to the paper. They each have a nice hanger on them. There was sort of probably information about it or who framed it here. It's not there anymore. It's missing. But super, super nice. If this is a kind of like cozy study, chess room, library look that you're going for in your house, Chris and I always thought we'd have a room like that.
Like
the second one is what's
like
that?
Like a smoker's room, right?
No smokers allowed.
No, you don't actually have to smoke, but like a smoker's lounge almost, that kind of a feel, like a library.
With the fireplace going,
right.
And the chessboard half done, like the game you've been playing for 3 weeks, it never ends.
You can wear your terry cloth towel and hang out there, your terry cloth robe and hang out in that room, right?
I don't have one, Jason.
Oh, okay. But if you had one, you could, right?
Here's the second one, and this one is really nice because unlike the horses going across the field in the first one, these are the dogs who I guess are going after the prey, and they're kind of like in a little gully down there, which is super cool too. And they coordinate because the riders are wearing the same sort of outfits on both of them. So I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. Not necessarily a man. I don't know. Just a cozy room. These frames look cozy to me, right? They look like I should be reading Shakespeare in a big wingback chair.
In a terry cloth robe.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, they're probably a fox hunt. That's what I'm imagining too. But really, really fun. So I thought I'd just try something different. We'll bring them back at the recap.
All right, $14 for my next item. And this is kind of a build up to the Easter sale me and Tina are having this Wednesday. Tina found this. Tina found it. So she found this spectacular little bunny planter. He's in very good condition. So for $14, and Bill did confirm he is made by American Bisque. So what makes this guy even more special is he has old school cold paint on him. Okay, so they did put cold paint on his carrot. It's still present. Usually the eyes are wiped off of these. Usually the carrot is wiped off, and it's just the ceramic in place. So it's a great blue for Easter. I love using blue in Easter. He's in super good condition. He was used at one time. I did try to clean some of the dirt out. There is just a little bit of a ring on the inside and minimal crazing, but he is so cute. Thank you, Peppermint Patty. I see you in at 14. He measures about 5.5 inches tall, and he's about 4 inches across. So this little nugget can be used for so many different things. He is so adorable, but yet he has a heck of a stance to him, and he's got an attitude. And he sort of looks like he's wearing like a bunny suit. You know, like he kind of has like pants on. He doesn't look all fluffy. So here you can see the back. So he's got a fluffy little tail. It looks like he's even wearing little shoes next to his little planter. And these do come in different colors, like a yellow and a pink. So you could collect a couple more of the pastel colors to put in your displays. But remember, as we get in close here, that's why a little bit of it is worn. And even the little tip, the little green tip is still there. That's all cold paint. So that was kind of pre the whole, Japan pieces that were using the cold paint. So I see Dusty Moose is in at 15, looking for 16 or more. Again, no chips, no cracks. You can tell that he was used on the inside, but he's so cute. So let's do a countdown. Bunnies can be out all year round, or he's really super good for your Easter display. So 16 or more, we are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He kind of does. He's kind of like, hey, he's kind of just hanging out next to that planter, like, hey guys, just me and the carrot. We're gonna go hang out in Bill's cozy den and read some books and all that good stuff. Super cute bunny. I just love him.
He needs a pink bottle brush tree in him.
Oh, Bill, plant or bottle brush tree? Which do you think? Or both?
Did you not just hear what I said, Jason?
Okay, I heard what you said. All right, Peppermint Patty with Dusty Moose is 15. You get it for $16. So congratulations. Thank you so much. I can't believe you said a bottle brush tree and not a plant. I'm stunned.
You said plant, though.
Oh, okay. So
you need to cover that base.
It was a role reversal. I got it. I got you, Bill.
All right, like I said, I didn't bring a ton of holiday today, but I brought a St. Patrick's Day item because I love my pixies. Jason, this is going to start at $22 if anyone's interested. Right. I have one of the OG holiday Annalise. So not only do I love pixies, I love leprechauns as well because I'm Irish. But I found this guy, and when I looked at his tag, his original Annalise tag, he was made in my birth year. So he's even more special because this is a 1971 Annalise. Really fun leprechaun. He's all bendy, still has the original Annalise Thorndike little card that they used to put on all of these. The tag is here. It's in great condition. It hasn't been removed. Someone followed the directions because it says do not cut it off. But he's got super good condition. He's got this great red hair and beard, really expressive face. Arms and legs are completely bendable. So right now he's posed to be a shelf sitter. Yeah, I wish I had like a leprechaun. If I had a leprechaun outfit, I would actually wear it because I think it's super cute. He's got these really interesting big hands as well. Really, really amazing. Little shamrock shirt on. The vest that is on it is in a lighter green felt color.
Gosh, he is super cute. I never see St. Patrick's Day Annalise. I never see him.
In the 2010s, they started making so many holiday Annalise. There are so many. However, to find the older holiday ones, except for Christmas, because there are a bunch of those, it's not easy to do. But I guess there was something in the 70s about St. Patrick's Day or pixie-like things that they just did get produced. I've only ever seen this one from the 1970s in different colors of green. There's an opposite one where the dark is the light and the light is the dark. But they're usually too expensive for me to pick up. But this one was a really good find.
Lyndon.
No vintage tablecloths tonight.
Not tonight, but we do have some from an estate from last year. So they'll be mixed in the next few sales, Anna D. I'll make sure to add one next week. I'll make sure to add one. No, it'll be in 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks and I'll add one in for you, Anna D.
You know, the funny thing is I have a ton too, but we always say how difficult they are to show on camera. But if there's interest, I think we can bring, but they are difficult to show on camera.
They are. They're easy to ship, but they're hard to,
Yeah, I need round ones too. Those are the ones I need. They're the harder ones to find. We all have round tables.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start a countdown. Thank you for your bids, everyone. So Amy's going to bring some in future sales too. Yep. So right now we're looking for 25 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Tried to get that year to focus, but it is there.
Our cameras keep wanting to focus on our faces for some reason and not.
Well, because they focus on the gorgeous stuff.
God love you, Bill. I'm here for it.
I just made myself blush.
I'm here for it. All right.
All right. There is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. 1971 was a great year. I agree. Karen, it is yours for $24. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I have what I think is a pretty epic piece of glass. I've only had one of these, but it was in the Fenton version. Okay. And I was really excited to find this version because I look at this blue. This is a gorgeous blue. I actually use this kind of blue and sometimes mix it into my Easter decor. This is always good all year round. This is also good during the patriotic times of the year. But this is made by L.E. Smith. So this is a piece of L.E. Smith glass. This is their daisy button, and it's in very, very good condition. There is absolutely no chips at all. You can see that it has the scallop top. Let me take the lid off so you guys can see. Look at how they made the scallops, these round wafers almost, these round discs, and then molded them into the glass. Thank you so much, Tammy. I see you in at 28. Sometimes folks would slam this down and it would chip some of it. There are no chips. There are no cracks. This is in very, very good condition with the cutting to it, or should I say the effect of the cut to it. It gives this glistening effect. This is molded. This is molded. So this is not, thank you, Daisy Girl. I see you're 30. This is not cut, but it mimics cut glass in the aspect that they did it this way and it's in a mold. So you can also display it lid off if you want to. With the lid on, it comes in at about 7.5 inches tall. So with the lid on, it's about 7.5 inches tall, and it's about 5 inches wide. So it's a gorgeous, yummy piece of glass. This would go well with your blue Neek. It's also very mid-century. It's also very Victorian looking because it would, play in with your early American pressed glass. But this one is made by L.E. Smith, and this one probably dates to the 1960s to the 1970s. So again, very good condition. It is a covered dish. You can use it as your candy dish. You can throw a couple of your fairy lights in there, light it up if you want to. But again, look at all the gorgeous detail on this. So I see Daisy Girl in at 30. We're looking for 31 or more. Like Bill said, we're going to keep this moving tonight. If you're interested, please put in a bid. There are no condition issues. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we will count this down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love this color blue as well, steel. And it all depends the pattern. It's the same blue, but it looks very vibrant the way they have it in this pattern. And sometimes it looks a little dimmer in the moon and star, but it's still the same blue. So Daisy Girl had a 30. Tammy came in with that just in case. So Tammy, congratulations. It's coming to you for $31. I'll slowly sit it down and we'll get Bill going. All right, Bill.
$10 for choice, Jason.
Right.
And I have two beautiful hand-painted plates. I brought some of these a couple weeks ago, but they were milk glass. These are actually not. These are porcelain. And I think I bought them because I cannot say no to a flower. And I'm feeling the spring, so I wanted to share them with people. But when I did my research about them, I was quite surprised who the maker is. On the back, they're only marked hand-painted with a number. But actually, Jason, did you know that Norcrest made plates like this?
I sort of did because they make a Christmas one. I have seen a Christmas one, but never anything spring tone like that.
Yeah, so these are actually Norcrest. I actually verified with stickers of the same patterns online. And what I love about these is, again, they are porcelain. They do have a hanger on the back. There are little holes where the hanger was meant to go. And if you look at this one, unlike the ones we've seen before in milk glass, the detail around the top are fleur-de-lis, which I think is really pretty. And it gives like I think an elevated look to the plate. So the first plate is this gorgeous kind of, oh gosh, colors are always hard for me. Pinkish purple daylily. That's good, right? Fuchsia. Is this fuchsia? Maybe this is fuchsia. Daylily. And they are great size. They are 7 inches from side to side. So this is the first choice starting at $10. The second choice, also in the lily family, is a tiger lily. And it is really pretty too. Very exotic looking tiger lily. The ones with the big stamens and the spots all over it. So pretty.
Gosh, these would look so great as the background to your Easter display. I love these. These plates are, I love the scroll that you were saying, Bill. You said they're
Yeah, isn't
Florida
that
made,
nice?
right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Gosh, our cameras hate us tonight.
It must be something in the atmosphere.
Let me try this. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna go slowly. Look at the hand painting on this. It's
Good.
so good. And oh, I should say the condition is amazing. There are no chips or cracks or repairs to the porcelain because again, these are ceramic. They're not glass. The only condition issue I would point out is on the purple pinkish fuchsia daylily. There is a little spot of that color underneath the glaze up here at the top. The pinkish purple fuchsia color. I don't know what people tell me. Is this fuchsia? Fuchsia always confuses me. I don't know. I know what freesia is. That's a flower. But
I feel like that would be I feel like that would be a good description of that color. Okay. Yeah, I think.
Well, you're always mentioning that one color blue that I always forget about.
Oh, periwinkle.
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 Yeah, oh, periwinkle.
I look for any excuse to say the word periwinkle. And if it's close to it, I'll call it that.
So we have some agreement that we have some fuchsia colors here. Okay, so I see some bids. This is for choice for the daylily or the tiger lily. And I'm going to go ahead and count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So Melissa, I agree that it could be a gladiolus. They possibly. They seem to be really long petals, but yeah, possibly it could be. Beautiful nonetheless.
They are.
Lavender pink. So Robin, you are high bid at 15. So let me know if you would like the tiger lily or fuchsia. Since we're not sure what the plant is.
Colors and plants are hard, Amy. Colors and plants are hard.
What I would say is if this is in the garden, not cut, it's probably a gladiolus. If it's cut and it's in a bouquet, which was kind of in my head, it's probably more daylily.
Okay.
I don't know. So Robin had first choice at 15.
And then Lillian will be your backup. If
plants are easy. Dog breeds are hard. Dog breeds and colors are hard.
Holy moly. We got a little lag here. She wants them both.
Thank you, Robin. They are both yours.
All right, guys. Bear with me. My next round has 5 different things you can choose from. But guess what? They're all similar. So I'm not going to offer you like a tire and a bag of groceries. So there'll be 5 things and they're all identical except they're different colored. Okay. So I didn't know if some people had preference on color, but it will be 5 different ones of choice. So these are your choice of vintage made in Poland hand painted eggs. Okay. Most of them still have their original made in Poland tag on the bottom. One of them may not. So they are turned wood. They do open up, but these are so new old stock almost that some of them I can't get opened. Okay. So the one that I did get opened, I will show you, but you can open them up like the Russian dolls. So these are made in Poland and hand painted. So your first one to choose from is going to be the red one. Very good condition. I'm not sure the age, but that does look like a little older made in Poland sticker to me. Okay. So they each measure about 2.5 inches tall. So that's your first choice is the red one. So that one I think is really neat. If you guys love the blue, look at the detail on the blue one. So in each one of these do open. They are turned wood, but some of these have, I think, probably been shut the better part of their life. So here is your blue one to choose from. These are fun to decorate with at Easter. They're fun to use as little trinkets. You can also put little gifts in them to people. So there's the remnants of the tag on it. They will stand on their own too. So they will stand on their own. That is your second one in with a blue. And then this one, I'm calling it like a mustard color. So this one is like a mustard color. And I don't see any interest, but I will move through these very quickly, you know, in case there was a color you'd be interested in. They do open up. This one looks like it had remnants of a tag on the bottom. Not sure the age of these. These could be anywhere from the 60s to the 1980s. That's my best guess. So then the yellow one, I was able to open. So you can see the inside of them. They are this gorgeous turned wood, and they are all hand painted. So this one is your yellow one, and this one does have its original sticker on the bottom. I think these are really fun. It would help if I highlighted what I was starting them at, and I don't know where it went. Bear with me, folks. It feels like I lost it. $5 choice. I still had Bill's bid up there. So $5 choice. It's going to be choice on the Made in Poland turned eggs. Thank you so much, Courtney. I see you in at 5. And then last but not least is going to be the darker green one. And there's actually some pink on those spots. And again, these are kind of like the Russian. They're kind of lacquered. They're hand painted. But each one of these, they're each made in Poland. And again, that sticker looks a little old to me, but that doesn't mean that they didn't use that clear through the late 1980s. But again, each one, they're in very good condition. 2.5 inches tall. I'll show them to you again real quick. There's your green one. There's your green one. I just showed you guys your yellow one. So your yellow one, you would just make sure you line up the design, pop that on. Then you also have what I'm calling the mustard one. Hello, Auntie Emmy. It's so good to see you. There's that one. Then I had the navy blue one. The colors on these are phenomenal. And a lot of times when I find these, they have been stored in a damp place. So there's like cracking to them because it's like a lacquered, kind of a thick lacquered paint. These are like probably the best ones I've ever found. They seem like they're in perfect condition. So we are in with steel at 6. We're looking for 7 or more. We're going to do a countdown. Top bidder can pick which colors they want. We'll just call them the colors that I did. Let's count them down, 7 or more. We'll count down 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Top bidder, just call out the colors you want then. We'll have red. I see you, Courtney's, just in case. So we'll have the red, the blue, the mustard, the yellow, and the green. And I ship out of Pennsylvania, and you guys are right. Bill ships out of New Jersey. So Courtney, you get first choice, and it's going to be at $7 each. Let me know, Courtney, did you want the red one? Did you want the blue one? Did you want the mustard one? Yellow or green? Just call the colors you want, and I'll make sure we pop that on better before we ship it. And they are the turned wood. Most of them have their label on them if it wants to focus. And again, you will have choice, and that will be at $7 each. And then steel, you'll have backup. So just call out the colors, and I'll just wait one more time. Red, blue. I could have put them on a board, but I thought I would drop them. Mustard, yellow, and then we had the green. How many total are there? I had 5 of them. I had 5 of them. So if you wanted all 5 of them, it would be your top bid times 5. So I had 5 of them. And if you just wanted a specific color, you could just call out the color that I said. So it would be 7 times 5. So if you took them all, it would be $35, and you'd have all of them, Courtney, if you wanted them. All right, they're all yours. Congratulations. And Courtney, I don't know if we've worked together, so please just, Karen covered it. Just email me at my email down below, and we'll get you invoiced. Thank you so much, Courtney. All right, Bill.
Congratulations, Courtney. $16 for choice, Jason. And I have 2 of the same things, kind of. And I'll tell you why. So the first one I have, well, they're both Moon and Star compotes, the same size, let's say that. But that's where they differ. The first one is this gorgeous Ellie Smith milk glass Moon and Star compote. And these are the small sizes, which I think are perfect for lots of different things, which I'll talk about in a minute. But they're both in really, really great condition. And this size is the 5.5 tall and the 4.5 from side to side. Super, super cute. But this is the Ellie Smith milk glass. These also come in a lot of colored glasses, but you always know Ellie Smith when you see this little block here in the center. I also have a blue one, if anyone's interested, which looks lovely with some shiny little Easter eggs in it. And they are great for candles as well, Sally. They absolutely are. But this one has a little bit of a different variation to it. It has these rings around the base, and a lot of you know that means it's not L.E. Smith. This is a Kanawa mold, but when you look at them, they're the exact same. If I put them next to each other, the exact same size, exact same shape, just different companies and different colors. So cool. But these small ones I love because if you're someone who builds displays over the course of the year, they're just a great size to do things with. Super cool. So, you know, if you had a collection of eggs like the ones Jason just sold, they look really nice.
Bill, that milk glass one is so hard to find. L.E. Smith did not make a lot of the Moon and Star. L.E. Smith didn't make a lot of milk glass, period. They didn't make a lot of it.
And here's the problem. I was kind of doing this in my head. Obviously, I had to balance the starting price out between this one and this one, right, which I did. But yeah, if you know these Moon and Star compotes, the milk glass is really super hard to find. But I decided to pair it with the Kanawa because it's just, if you're a Moon and Star collector, you might not have one with this base. It's a very interesting base, and L.E. Smith made a ton more of the colored glass ones than Kanawa ever did. And then when you put them close together, you will see differences. So the star detail, the Moon and Star detail around the base, it's slightly different than the one that's on the L.E. Smith one. The L.E. Smith one also has sort of this ridge around the bottom, where the Kanawa one has like it's like a, what do you call it when it's like a ribbon kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of little arcs.
Yes, like
a rooftop, like a rooftop.
What
do you call that? It curls. There's a name for it. Let me show you. Maybe you can see it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it though. Yeah, you can see it there. It's like what's the name of that?
Oh, like a scroll almost, like some scrolling to it.
Scallop. That's what
Scallops.
it is.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you. Whereas on the L.E. Smith, it's like a diamond cut. It's like a diamond cut or razor sawtooth. That's what it's called, sawtooth. Anyway, thank you all for the scallops, everyone. You know, it's also a seafood. I don't like seafood, so that's why I don't know that word.
I like Amy, mermaid scales. I'm with you, Amy.
Oh, that too. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for your interest. I'm going to go ahead and count down. I don't think there were any questions. I think we got it all. So right now it's choice on the blue or the milk glass. The Kanawa blue, the L.E. Smith milk glass. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
And you can tell the Kanawa one is just a tick taller.
A little bit, just a tiny little bit. Yeah, It's like an eighth of an inch. Yep. And the funny thing is, Jason, I went back and forth with, should I put the blue and purple eggs in the blue one or the white one? I like literally thought about it I still don't know if I like my decision.
Timeless debate.
All right. Thank you, Karen, for the bid end. So Robin, with your just in case of 31, you have first choice at 26. Let me know if you wanted the white or the blue. Then Terry, you're back up at 25. Daisy Girl at 22. And that was all we had.
Yep. All in a row for you, Bill.
Nice and easy. Thanks, everyone.
I do like the eggs in them. I love the colored eggs in the milk glass. Yeah,
I love the glittery things. I love that you can get these at the dollar store these days. Yeah, the glitter is fun. Although I'll wash these out because the glitter does get over everything. All right, Robin, the white one is yours. So if either of the backups wanted the blue, just let me know. Terry's first, then Daisy Girl is second. The Kanawa blue with the beautiful rib detail on the pedestal.
All right, I'll get myself going, Bill. She took a pass.
Not a problem.
All right. So then backup will be Daisy Girl. Daisy Girl, were you interested in the blue one at 22? All right, guys, $36, and I only previewed one of these, and I actually have two. Since I'm a balanced person, I thought I'd offer both of them. I just got these on Friday from a mid-century estate, and these are check glass. Right now, this end-of-day look, this speckled look, this tutti frutti look seems to be very, very popular. So I have two for you to choose from. They are very similar in color, but there is a difference. The applied cobalt, this is cobalt blue. One of them wraps around 4 times. One of them wraps around 3. One of them has a larger mouth than the other, but they're still the same size, okay? So they're each handmade, so they're each individual, but I think the owner or the estate that I got these from had them both on their mantle. So I think they look good on their mantle. I think they're really good for spring. They're really good spring colors. It's kind of like a reddish orange in there. And then you have this gorgeous, almost jadeite green mixed in with white. So if you guys are not familiar, a lot of times, most of the times, these larger vases from Czechoslovakia have this applied almost pedestal base to them. So that is in clear glass. It is, attached to it when it is warm. And it is a large sized vase. Okay. They kind of mimicked some of the styles that were going on in Italy at the time, in Murano and in the Venetian glass. Each one of these measures 14 inches tall. So it's 14 inches tall. They're in very good condition with no chips, no cracks. Sometimes the rims would get a crack here. So that is a polished top. And I'll show you here. You can see the gorgeous cobalt. And some people call this like a snake wrap around, but it is a piece of cobalt glass that they wrapped around. So again, I have two of them for you to choose from. Very mid-century. I actually thought with the oranges and the greens and the whites in there, these would look great for spring. They would look great as two center vases on your dining room table. They would look good. Again, I'm a balanced person, so I was just going to offer one at a time, but I thought, maybe we'll offer two. But again, it's been known as end of day glass because usually at the end of the day, the glass blowers would take any of the cane that was left and then they would create creations with all the scraps. Although a lot of the Czech companies, this was their technique and it was like a speckling. So there was the one that wrapped around roughly 4 times. This one wraps around roughly 5 times. So again, they are identical. I do believe that these are on the older side. They did make this style pattern for a pretty long time. They are done. They are super unique, especially with the color contrast of the cobalt there to the center. And then I do have a glare on them. You can see, though, it's kind of like the speckling on it, kind of like a Tutti Frutti would be in Murano. But again, super good, really mid-century. And I do believe these are probably 60s to 70s. So here is the clear glass base that is on it. So it allows them to stand. And again, they come in at 14 inches tall. But again, I know $36 may seem like a lot, but these larger ones, I don't find them that often. And I'll just give a moment again for the lag so you guys can see them if anybody is interested in them. They are made in Czechoslovakia. And the 3 color tones are a reddish orange. You have jadeite mixed in there along with white. So again, I just think these are gorgeous. Bill, have you ever had vases like this before? I know you.
No. And it's really funny that you asked me because one of the stores I do my filming at just got a floor one. It's literally probably 5 feet tall with all that applied around it. And the guy was racking his brain. He could not find it anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you see them time to time, but actually, there you go. Hold on. Before I look, you can see how they actually wrapped it 2 different ways. So I don't see any interest. That's okay. You guys might want to think about it a little. And the right folks might not be here, and that's okay. So we'll bring them back in a recap. So we'll move it over to you, Bill. All right, sir.
So if there were any questions about the last round, just let me know. I think we got it right, though. $20, Jason. And I have another piece of wall art tonight. And it is pretty spectacular if you love your nature, your spring, and your owls. Super, super cool. It is a framed, perfectly square owl cruel, and it's one of the softest ones I've ever owned. Super, super cool. So it is 17 by 17 inches. So just keep that in mind. The wall art is a bit bigger. And what's really neat about this is the person who made it gifted it to somebody for Christmas. And it was to Peggy and Mike from the Van Worts. Christmas 1975.
The Van Worts.
Laugh at their name, Jason.
Oh, the good old Van Worts. I love me some Van Worts.
It's super good. It's really, really nice. It's interesting because it is a little bit of needlepoint around in the head,
right?
But the rest of it is all crewel. So it's really, really nice. I wish I had space for them too, Dawn. I would love a whole wall of nature themed crewel, because there are so many that people are digging up now that people are cleaning out their dens and their basements and finding all these wonderful things that were made in the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
They're super good. And I would point out too, it is signed. So that's a historical little thing. It's signed here. I have had success using a seam ripper. If that really bothers you, it's literally probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches on the R. If you wanted to remove it. And it, I've done it successfully in the past if it matters to you. Yeah, the little owl down here peeking out from behind the tree trunk, it's super cute. It's like mama was, hunting and little babies just learning how to do it. Although they don't look like the same owl breed to me, but anyway.
I think she was with the milk owl. She was hanging out with the milk owl, and there was a situation.
There was a hybrid created.
Yes.
But just look at the detail on the stitching on these leaves, like 3 color tone leaves. I always love it when there's multiple colors of green to represent the floral stuff. Really good. And the frame itself is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Look at that kind of bluish. Is that periwinkle, Jason? I don't think so.
No. But if you wanted to say periwinkle, I'm all right with it.
And the frame is in really good condition. I can't see anything wrong with it for being from 1975. And it clearly is the original frame because the paper and the label are still on the back. So really, really great. And I'm really good at shipping these. Now that I said that, I probably shouldn't have jinxed myself, but I'm really experienced shipping these. It doesn't have glass on it.
What was their last name again?
I'm going to start the countdown. If anyone is interested, we're looking for 22 or more on this amazing 17 by 17 inch crewel. We're ignoring my co-host at the moment.
I love it.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
See, Bill, they're both saying, who created us? Who created us, Bill? That's what they're saying right there.
I almost saved this because I routinely do a sale by myself on Whatnot called Hooters and Shrooms. It's all mushrooms and owls, and I was going to save it for that sale, but I don't know. They were just saying they want to be on someone's wall for springtime. All right, thank you for your bids. It looks like with the just in case of 41, Aunt Kiki, it is yours for $32. Congratulations and thank you.
All right, guys. With the popularity of the animals or the stuffed animals that have had a life, I brought Patches. I named him Patches. Okay, he has been loved, but he is in very good condition considering how well loved he's been. So Patches lost some of his patch, okay? There's no major rips. There's no major tears. There's just like little tiny issues here to his hand, slight discoloration, but honest to Pete, if you're looking for a cute little rabbit for your Easter decor with the gingham, isn't that what they call that pattern, Bill? Yep. Is that gingham? So he's got the cute little gingham ears along with the little shirt. One of his patches is fully intact. The other one is a little tethered. He does have a little stain right here, and I do think he has a little discoloration, but he is made by Gund. So, and the tag has a little bit of wear too. I actually saved some plush out of an attic on Friday, so he was one that fared the better than some of his friends. So, but he's in really good condition. He has no funky smells. Just remember, guys, as we're all selling the vintage plush, there's one thing I do want to remind you guys. Some of the little follicles do come off sometimes, okay? They do come off sometimes, but they're not going to come off in chunks, but they do have a little bit of the fur that will come off. So if you guys have like an allergy problem, sometimes vintage plush is not the best thing for you to collect. So please know that when it comes to vintage plush, there always has seemed to be that when I have it, because we have some in our collection. So, but it's never overly excessive. The ones that are overly excessive are not usually the best. So he does have his little original bandana on here still, and he is made by Gund. He does have his little pom-pom nose on there still. No odors, no issues, no tears. But then you do have a little wear to these, like These are like the fabric style eyes. So it's like that almost like paper fabric that they used to draw on in the 1970s. So they're still there and they're not worn too bad. So he measures just about 14 inches tall. But I thought, you know what? Heading into Easter, how great would this little guy be? I see you, Dusty Moose at 12. How great would this be to be your little farmer hanging out with his Easter eggs, hanging out with your Easter decor? He's just cute. And he will, if you get him just right, he will sort of stand on his own. You may have to prop him a little bit, but he doesn't quickly fall over. So again, there is some armature in here, but it's so old I wouldn't use it. So I just kind of let him stand the way he is. And he's a chunky little bunny. He's in really good condition. I personally named him Patches because some of his patches missing. But if you're a hardworking rabbit like he is in the field, taking care of his carrot crop day in and day out, you're going to miss a patch too and have to be repatched. So
Jason, he's a plumber. He's not a farmer.
He is a plumber. Yes. Laura, he is orange. So the gingham here is in orange. So it is in orange. I keep moving him around on you guys. He is orange. His bandana is red. His little like denim style overalls are in blue, but he is in orange. And the bunny itself is a mix between orange and brown. Okay. He's not like a dark brown, but he's got like an underlining orange kind of hue to him where he does read brown like a brown bunny, but in the right kind of light, because of him being orange here, it pulls the orange out. So hopefully that helped describe him. So I see Laura in at 14. We're looking for 15 or more on the cute, and he is made by Gund. He does have a little bit of wear, but he is just the cutest little bunny in the world. So let's count him down, 15 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 15 or more on Mr. Patches, the bunny rabbit. I'm just amazed all his whiskers are still there and his nose is still there. But he has been loved through many, many Easters, and he's looking for a new home. So there's our bid end. Lillian, your 16 did come in after the bid end. But Laura, congratulations. Bunny Friend is yours for $14. All right, Bill.
Okay, so I'm nervous. $18 for choice, Jason. I have some things I've never brought before. So let's just see how it goes. I know everyone in the chat will be kind to me if I don't know what I'm talking about. Jason, you need to be nice to me too. Okay?
I'm always nice to you, Bill.
Well, you come from a very knowledgeable home when it comes to jewelry. So I am not. I have two beautiful brooches for choice. This one is marked Italy on the back. They're both micro mosaic brooches. This one with sort of the shell white background and these gorgeous flowers in 3 different colors on the front. Oh, it's focusing, trying to be really, really, really still so you can see them. It's really, really good right now, focused. This little round one is 1 inch across. So it's just a tiny little guy. Has that kind of clasp on the back, whatever kind of clasp that is. It's got like a little locking mechanism on the side. I don't know what the name of it is though. Yeah, jewelry, right? Crazy, huh? But they're florals, they fit the theme. And I was thinking Mother's Day today. I was thinking what a great gift this would be for a mom or a new mom. Have a little vintage in her life. So this is the first choice, the little 1 inch round piece. And then I have an oval one. This one doesn't have any markings on the back, but I have this beautiful oval with sort of this filigree gold detail around it. Oh, it's focusing nicely. Even though it's a really fine detail around it, if you look closely, you can see that it's like a rope pattern. It's pretty neat. And then there's a larger rope pattern around the orangish, reddish oval, and then 3 different colored flowers in the middle. So again, the florals are what kind of made me want to bring these today. This is 1 inch from top to bottom and 1.5 inches from side to side. I can show them together so that you can see just a slight size difference because the one is oval, the other one is round. So what have I forgotten to say about these, Jason? Because I know very little about them. Or
Nothing.
does Tina want to yell at me from downstairs about some things she knows?
Haven't heard anything. I think you covered it pretty well. Amy thinks so too. I think you did just fine. And your camera is really showing them and doing them justice. So that's
Isn't
really
that
good.
Great?
Really good.
Yeah, they're really pretty. I wonder if it's supposed to be this way. Come on, now focus.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's supposed to be for those petals to be going up. All right, thank you all for your interest. I'm not so scared anymore. I did an okay job explaining things I don't know about. I just am amazed by the work. All these tiny, tiny little tiles that kind of go into these.
Can you show the backs one more time, Bill, before you do it?
Yeah, they both have that locking. No, one of them is like a safety pin.
Yep.
It's like a safety pin back. So that's the back, no markings on it. That's the back of the oval one. And then the back of the one that's marked Italy, can you see it say Italy there? Yep. It says Italy, is one of those locking ones where it turns around. I'm sure there are names for those.
Safety. They call it their safety, Bill, safety clasp.
So that's a safety clasp. This one's a safety pin, it looks like. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. Thank you all for your bids. Active bidders can use it just in case for choice on the oval or the round. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Those are really good ones, Bill.
Yeah, I've seen you guys bring the micro mosaics before, and I just was like, I'm not going to dip my toes in those waters. But here I am, dipping my toes. So there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So Susan Lynn had the high just in case at 26, which means, Susan, you have first choice at 24. You could let me know if you would like oval or round. And then Meadow Girl is back up at 23, Christy at 21, Nicole at 18.
How could you choose? That's my question. How could you choose?
So Susan's going to take Italy, which is the round one. So Meadow Girl, are you interested in the oval one? And then if not, somebody else is back up. I can't remember.
Hang on, we'll scroll back here. We got you. So then the backup would be Christy.
Christy, I'm going to take this one. Thank you all.
All right. Congratulations. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and Bill tonight. If you are not subscribed to Bill's channel, please do. If you're not subscribed to mine, please do. Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. And Kim of Desert Gal, thank you for being our backup mod and bid ender. Thank you, ladies, both so much. So this is choice at $12. And these are choice on the little global paperweights or figurines. And I had these left over from last year, and I held them closer to Easter because I feel like they had spring Easter kind of feels to them. So it's a nice chunk of clear glass made by the Global company. This one has its original tag on it, and it's this cute little bird. So you can see the details. And these are fun because if you have one of those light bases, you can light these up, and you can light them different colors. If you had a blue light, you can make this little guy a little blue bird. But isn't he just have the most happiest little expression on his face? And the details on these are so great. Some of them are stamped Global on the bottom. This one is not. It just has the sticker. So this is your first choice at $12. He is, Gavin, he is a happy little bird. He measures about 3 by 3. So 3 by 3. And these, when the light comes through, really shows all the details. So that's your first choice. Your second choice is the cute little adorable Easter bunny or bunny. He is in really good condition. He's a happy little fella. He's just sitting. He is not marked. He has some remnants of a sticker on the bottom. I'm not sure what that's all about, but he does have his Global sticker on him right there. So $12 choice if anybody's interested. The little bunny measures 3.5 by 3.5. Again, these are fun to add some depth to your decor. If you guys have different colored glass, the glass will come through. Like, for example, I'll have this coming up. You put this behind him. Look at how it pulls the blue through the clear glass. That's what I love about mixing in the clear glass with your colored glass. Like if you had a bunch of bluebirds and you mix this little fella in with it, he's going to look any color of the other pieces that are around him. And these are probably some of the most kitschiest pieces of glass that I have seen. I think Goebel did such a good job. This seemed to be what they kind of branched into in the 70s and into the early 80s. So $12 choice. They could make paperweights. They could make very nice paperweights. They could make very nice Easter gifts for somebody. Bill was even saying Mother's Day gifts. I think this would be a gorgeous Mother's Day gift. Again, they both have their original sticker, which I think is amazing. There you can see it is made by Goebel. I believe that they may have contracted with a glass company. You're right, Karen. Like I said, they would look good on a glass base. So the bird is 3 by 3, and he's coming in at about 3.5 by 3.5. So just $12 on the gorgeous glass. Figurines or paperweights. Look how detailed his eyes are. Doesn't he look like a little bunny, maybe out of Disney or out of Warner Brothers? I think they just did such a fine job with this. And again, you can light these up with your light bases. You can see how the light reflects. This is my black light. So he's reading very purple here. But again, look at all the great detail on these. They did just a great job. So I'll give one more moment for the lag. We can bring these back for a recap. $12 on the bunny or $12 on the bird. Made by Goebel. Let's see if I can show. Look at that happy little face. How could you be having a bad day if you have these little figurines greeting you in your decor? And even these look good just on an end table. But I'm not seeing any interest. That's all right. We'll bring these back during the recap. But they were $12 choice. And we're going to go ahead and get Bill over here. All right, Bill.
Well, since I got through that last round without fudging it up, I'm going to do a dollar start, Jason.
Okay.
I have a cute little, my other St. Patrick's Day piece today. I have this cute little shamrock trinket box in amazing condition. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is a little Lefton box, a Geo Lefton. It's got the sticker and the stamp on the bottom. It's got shamrocks all around the side as well as on the top. And it's just a sweet little box. No chips, no cracks, no repairs, no crazing. It is, I'm just looking at the size. It's 1.5 inches tall when it's sitting on a surface, and it's 2.5 inches from top to bottom. So it would fit a little micro mosaic brooch in it. Probably that's all maybe you could stack 2 on top of one another inside, but it is just a tiny little thing. I think it's super cute. And if you don't go all out decorating for St. Patrick's Day, you just put a few things out, just tucking this into your little display is just going to give it a whole nother looks. Super, super good. I love the two-tone on the painting on the shamrocks. Really, really cute. Trinket dishes are always hard for me to show. And I brought 2 tonight. I don't know why I brought 2.
And you said that's Lefton, right? They did a whole series of that,
Yep.
Didn't they?
Yep. Yeah, I think this is the small one. So thank you all for your bids. This is going to be guitar picks would be perfect inside. This is going to be a quick round. So I'm going to count it down. If anyone else is interested, now is the time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
It's in really good condition too.
You know, Jason, back when you were showing that bunny and you were saying how it didn't have any smells,
right?
Chris just walked into the house, and like we were talking about earlier, he started making hot dogs and he made sauerkraut, and that's all I can smell right now.
My mouth waters. I love some good sauerkraut.
No.
Oh God, yeah.
Gross. Thank you for the bid end, Karen. So Karen Kennedy with your just in case of 15. It looks like this is yours for 14. Thank you everyone for your bids.
All right, guys. I'm taking a little leap of faith. Hello, John. Good to see you. I'm bringing some ephemera. Going to get both of these catalogs for $10. Okay. They are old. They are probably good to be repurposed. I'm going to take my time because I don't want them to fall apart. The covers on them are a little fragile, but the insides are in really good condition. They're really fun to use to junk journal. You could frame some of the pieces. And quite honestly, I could not find these catalogs anywhere. Okay, I'm not saying they're rare. I think they are because they're old. So the first one, you're going to get them both for $10. Now you can see the cover has some discoloration, but this one here is Montgomery Ward's, and it is the Midsummer 1931. So, okay, here's your front, and they are, I see you, William, in at 10. You're going to get them both. So this one is from 1931. This one that I'll show you in a minute is from 1930, okay? Before I open the pages, because I want to be very careful with these, they both measure about 9.5 by 6.5, okay? The graphics in these are phenomenal. And again, they are rough on the cover, but I think what they offer, we can forgive that because these were supposed to be in a landfill long gone. Look at that glider that we all see. $5.75 for one of those all steel gliders. $49.50 for one of the most state-of-the-art typewriters of the time, on and on. So then this one is your Midsummer. So I will show you some of the things on the inside, okay? It has its original, bear with me, guys. This one's going to go a little slow. It has its original order form in it, and it has all of, like, for example, it has some of the lingerie. A lot of these models in here are definitely flapper girl models, Gibson-style girls, seeing that it's from that era. So there's some of those. Then I'll flip very lightly here. You can see we have this gorgeous watch section with all these different watches. And again, I am going to show this quickly, but I'm going to move it along because the new owner is going to want to flip through this. These are very easy to flip through, but the covers on them are very fragile. Look at the men's activewear. You have the men's underwear section in here, which is definitely a step backwards. Nobody that I know wears that anymore. Then here you do have a few color pages for the time, some of the different floral fabrics. I think this is just really, really neat and really different. Again, you're going to get them both. So here you have, this looks like they're showing different silk curtains. So different curtains and things like that. They were 97 cents. 97 cents. So the decor in it, I mean, not the decor, but some of the graphics in this are really, really neat. Let me show you here in the back. Here they show some of your tiles and some of your rugs from the 1920s. Again, the fact that some of these were color. And then I just want to end here with this one. I think this is phenomenal. Look, Cian's Bill showed his kind of range shakers. Look at that stove. And that stove was at one time originally $34.85, now $29.85. Okay, so that's your first one, and that is the one from 1931, Midsummer. This one does have a tear on the front and does have some issues, but this one is the older one from 1930. So here we'll just open it up. We'll go to the inside. You can see some of the ladies' shoes. Your choice, $3.95. You have some men's shoes there as well. Again, you could use the inside to frame. Like some of these pictures would be great if you guys had like a changing room. Look at the men's trousers, some of the men's jackets. Again, this is really, really fun, really different. Let me show you two more pages. I guess we could all sit here and just look at this. Here they have, again, I don't want to tear anything. Again, they have some of the undergarments for ladies, for children, for men, and the prices. And we'll flip to one more random page here in the back and see what we can find. Oh, this one's a little saucy. Let's end with this one, and then I'll show the back page. Look at the ladies' lingerie for 1930. Like, I could just see, if you had a changing room, if you had a spare room, how great this would be to pull apart and to use. And again, you're going to get them both. And then here's your back page in color, bargains. So this one is in the worst condition with the tear in the front. But again, they are from 1930 and 1931. I could not find any examples of these years. The only one I could find was one from the 20s, and it was the thicker one, like a Sears and Roebuck's. But these are your quarterly catalogs. Again, I think they're in very good condition considering what they are. We have William in at 20, sir. Thank you so much. If anyone else is interested, please put in a bid. We are going to do a countdown on these. These are original from the 1930s. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12. See, that's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I have to say these are definitely on the scarce side. These older catalogs, and these are very unique. And there's a lot of stuff I didn't even show you. So the person who wins this, if you can easily flip through it, you're going to have a good time reading it. So Debbie, thank you for the bid of 21. William, thank you for that just in case of 55. William, congratulations. They're yours for $22. Congrats. They're going to be fun to read. Thank you guys so much. All right, Bill.
Jason, I actually saw in a thrift store, like in the glass case, like the nice part of the thrift store, a 1903 Sears catalog. And you know how those get really banged up? This was like it just came off the press.
Wow.
And when you buy things at this thrift store out of the glass case, you have to pay for it right away. So I decided to go shop the store and come back and get it, and it was gone. Just in that 15 minutes, it was gone.
Wow.
And then I walked around the store to see if I saw it in anyone's hands, and I didn't.
Sorry,
$18 for choice. And I finally am down to the last two pieces from that big Hull collection of the butterfly pattern that I had. So I'm going to bring the last two with a great start price. If anyone wants to have these beautiful, gorgeous, mid-century looking, very spring and summer themed pieces of Hull pottery. This is, if you haven't heard us talk about it before, this is the butterfly pattern. It was all a dream, John, and it just was snatched away from me. Snatched away. Now this pattern has over 50 different molds to it, some really unique ones that weren't made in any other style. And this cornucopia vase, this is what they call it. It's a 3-footed cornucopia vase. It almost looks a little bit like a critter on the bottom, you know, like 2 paws and a tail, but it's super pretty. It has all these flowers and butterflies all over it. Both of these pieces are in amazing condition. Again, this was a whole collection of Hull butterfly that I bought. And these are the last two pieces. They're the last two pieces, quite frankly, because they're ones I kept trying to convince myself to keep. But as you can see, my pottery shelves, just not going to work. So pretty. Blue and pink flowers all over it. And as you can see, it's big. It actually encircles my head. The cornucopia vase is 10.5 inches tall and 8 inches across if you measure like the widest part. And if you're not interested in the gorgeous shape of this cornucopia vase, I also have B11, which is the butterfly ewer. And again, I was going to water my plants with this one, but decided probably need to find a new home. This one is a little bit shorter than the other piece. It's 8.75. And if I didn't mention, these were manufactured in 1956. So we've said it before, but this is the 1955, 1956, Hull did a major shift in its patterns and tried to compete with the mid-century, tried to get away from that older sort of 1930s and 40s looking stuff. And so they started making atomic looking pieces. You can see like really, it looks like an aerodynamic handle here. Really cool lines. And I think they were experimenting so much that, you know, it almost looks like a spaceship down at the bottom. I don't think they really had a plan. I think they were just trying it out. So choice for the ewer or this gorgeous cornucopia vase. And on these two particular models, all of the butterflies are blue. On other pieces, some of the butterflies are pink, and in some of them, actually, the butterflies are black. But these are both blue butterflies on them. So I'm going to start that countdown. Active bidders can put in a just in case. And again, it is for choice for the ewer or the cornucopia vase. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I have to say, Bill, I think this is I like this line so much that I don't think it gets the attention and the respect that it should.
Well, part of it is not only do they do different shapes, but these are the biggest pieces that Hull
They are.
made. Some of
They
them are
are.
massive. Some of the console bowls take up your entire coffee table. They're
They
just
do.
really that big. And some of them hang. There's a whole bunch of hanging pieces too. It's just a
What
fun
is
set to collect because there's so many different versions. So before the bid end, Peppermint Patty came in with a 23. Robin, your 25 was right after. So Peppermint Patty, would you like the ewer or would you like the vase? Or a combination, or both, I should say, not a combination. And then Robin, you are back up for 21.
Bill? Is the one with the birds? Is that called Harmony?
No, it's called Blossom Flight.
Okay.
Oh no, the one with the birds is Serenade.
That's it. I knew it was something with that one's my favorite.
Yeah, it's pretty. It was the year after this, and then Blossom
Yep.
Flight was the year before this. They're the three sort of oddball patterns from Hull. Oh my god, I'm a nerd.
I just know I think they're underrated. I don't think they get the attention that they could. Like you're right though, they're big. You have to be a dedicated pottery person to I think we're hitting a major lag tonight. Picture looking one because okay.
EWER. So yes, it's also a picture. So that is yours, Robin. The cornucopia vase is still available if you're interested, and if not, I think our other bidder was
Steel. Yep. All right, so Robin could be yours.
This looks like the boy sitting on the moon kind of thing. Remember that boy sitting on the moon, and it's like one of the movie companies had that as their intro.
Oh yes, you're right. She took a pass. So
okay,
Steel,
so Steel, I'll just watch the comments if you want
okay.
it. If not, we'll bring it back to the recap.
All right. I get myself over here, $30, guys, and I have another what I think is fun blue piece of glass for $30. And there's one thing special about this too. I'll show you as I show it to you what it is. So this is your mid-century blue. This is made by Fenton, colonial blue to be exact, but I think this matches the L.E. Smith blue. I think it matches your Lunique, a Viking, and this is their thumbprint handkerchief vase. Very mid-century. These are very doggone collectible. These handkerchief ones, folks really love these. And this one is a big one. This one measures about 8 inches tall. So there's no chips, there's no cracks, there's no haziness to it. It is in gorgeous condition. And what I love is it has one of the earlier purple foiled, see if we can get that to show, purple foiled Fenton tags, which means this one is earlier. This is probably early 60s, maybe very late 1950s, usually with that tag, if I can recall. So it's a gorgeous piece of glass. It would go great with that daisy button piece that I had. And again, it is a handkerchief vase. Very mid-century. It's in beautiful condition. There's no haziness to it. There's no scratches to it. I love how it is very unsymmetrical, just the way they pulled it and crimped it. And this is usually referred to as a handkerchief vase. Look at the gorgeous neck on that here at the bottom, the way it comes down. Again, I'm amazed that it still has its original Fenton tag on it, which if you guys love a good sticker, the fact that somebody made sure not to clean that off, I think is amazing. And again, it stands a whopping 8 inches tall. So if I focus again, come on, camera, work with me here. We're trying to do a job here, camera. So come on now. So again, it's this gorgeous, gorgeous blue. So there we go. We'll just go in close on it. You can see the thumbprint pattern on it. Again, it is made by Fenton, and this is one of the earlier pieces of it. So $30 if anybody's interested. Again, it's in really, really good condition. I like this for Christmas time. This is a great blue. For Christmas time, it's great to put into your patriotic, your red, white, and blue. But again, like I was saying earlier, I personally like to, let's drop that in there and see. I like to use this kind of blue in the spring, mixing it with my Easter, because I think blue goes good with Easter. At least that's what I think. And of course, this would be great if you guys wanted to use this as an ambiance. You can definitely throw one of those little tea light candles down in it. You can even put in one of those color changing ones, and you're going to see that as well. And again, it's just a gorgeous piece. This would make a great vase, which is what they were meant for. It would be a great centerpiece. Thank you, Terry. I see you in at 30. Thank you so much. And again, remember, we have a label, and it's an older label. It is the purple label, which I think dates to the early 60s, very late 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So sorry, my camera doesn't like when I go back that far. So just let me show you again, and we're going to do a countdown. We still got a few more rounds, so we're looking for 31 or more on the gorgeous piece of Fenton in the thumbprint, colonial blue, and it is a handkerchief face. 31 or more. Terry's got it right now at 30. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bill, I'm going to say Bill end. Bid end. We're looking for 31 or more. And again, I think these are gorgeous pieces. This pattern and these handkerchief faces, they fly out of Mother Tucker's. They're just so doggone popular right now. I think it's because they have such a look for different decors. They can be, farmhouse, modern, mid-century. Terry, thank you so much. Congratulations. The gorgeous Fenton vase is yours for $30. And thank you, Karen, and thank you, Kim. And Bill, you're up, sir.
$14, Jason, and probably no surprise, I have a beautiful piece of glass that also has its original sticker. I have this gorgeous caramel colored, lightly caramel colored, they call it caramel, but it sometimes even looks pink to me, a piece of Westmoreland glass with the Westmoreland sticker on it. It is just a beautiful little candy dish with a beautiful finial up at the top, no condition issues, no chips or cracks, has beautiful hand painted kind of gold detail around the top, and it is 8 inches tall. Now, it's also special because it is a hand-painted piece, not signed by the artist, but it does have these beautiful hand-painted flowers on this side. And I went back and forth. My best guess is that these are zinnia. They might be asters. I'm not sure, but they're one of the two, I think. Maybe Cosmo. Well, maybe not Cosmo. I don't know. I think they're zinnias, so let's just call them that. Maybe dahlias. A lot of flowers look like this, but super pretty. And as you can see, the painting on these, oh, it's focusing really nicely. Look at the detail on the leaves.
Good.
It is really good. It is really, really good. I love it. Again, the finial is really beautiful. We do have that silver Westmoreland sticker on it, which I don't know if this is the first Westmoreland sticker. It may be the first Westmoreland sticker I've seen. I don't know. Maybe straw flowers. Yeah, the color is more straw flower, isn't it? Gosh, they're all related. They're all in the same family.
I love how Westmoreland always went the extra route and always painted a rim around the bottom, and they usually did around the tops.
Yep.
I think it gives it a more of a definition, where I think Fenton and Imperial and some of those other companies that did do some hand painting, I think Indiana did too. I think they missed a boat with that. But I think the painting around the rims really makes it pop.
Agree. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. And as I said, it is 8 inches tall. And the more I look at it, I do think they're either zinnias or straw flowers. I think you're right. So thank you for your bid, Lillian. I'm going to go ahead and count it down because we're getting toward the end. I think we have 2 more rounds, Jason?
3, I think.
3 more rounds? Okay.
Yeah.
3 more rounds. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Super pretty piece. I love it. It looks so yummy. It looks like a dessert to me.
I think it would really fit into like a 70s decor or boho kind of.
I think that's why I like it so much. Yeah.
Like a rattan chair that would look really good next to it, a peacock chair.
Or one of those macrame plant hangers next to it. Yep. All right. Thank you for the bid end, Karen. So Robin, your 30 came in after the bid end. Lillian had a just in case of 28. So that means, Lillian, you get it for 17. Thank you all for your bids.
All right. Let me get myself up here. $15 choice. If he wants to queue up for me, $15 choice. There we go. StreamYard. I have some squeak toys that are Easter inspired, I think. So this first one is hardened, okay? So some of the times the squeak toys do harden. This company, every time I find it, seems to harden up. But this then becomes like almost just a figurine, okay? The paint on it's really good. It is from 1963. It is Dream Creation. So this little chick is popping out of its little blue egg. It's got a lot of its paint left, you know, on the eyes, on the crown. That's in pink. It's a really good condition. And again, I think this little peepee, this little chick would look great. Popped into your Easter decor, put it into an Easter basket, or if you leave your squeaks out all year long, you could definitely do that. This little guy here measures about 4.5 inches tall by about 3 inches wide. So he is from 1963. And he has just had a day. He's just like sighing. I've been working getting out of this egg. And again, he has hardened. So there is no squeak. There's a squeak hole. So that's your first little choice at $15. Then if you guys are into, I don't know, if you're into whimsy, I have this cute little squeaker here. He does not have a name, but if y'all collect Humpty Dumpty, this is your guy. He has the kind of like Peter Pan style hat on him. His coloring is really good. He has red hair, a red mouth, and he is just this little portly, happy little fella that I think would be great in your Easter decor. Squeaker alert, he does have a squeak to him, and he's just this cute little, chubby little egg, Humpty Dumpty, and he measures just about 4 by 4. So 4 by 4, and again, the rubber on him is good, and he's got his arms there, like, he's very sassy, very like, hey, I'm about to take a great fall, but he is in really good condition. And again, he measures just about 4 by 4. So the rubber on him, he is soft. I could not find a manufacturer on him, but I'm sure that he's 1960s, maybe early 1970s. You can see, look at the detail on his pants, on his belt. His color's good. Courtney, thank you. I see you for 15, so we're looking for 16 or more. I did a light clean on him. You might want to clean him up a little bit more, but I was afraid to take paint off of him. But his paint, his hair is in really good condition. He speaks very storybook 1930s to me, 1930s. So that was your first choice. Look, they even gave him nostrils. He's got a big old nose. So there was that one. And then your first choice was the one from 1963. This one is your Dream Creation one, and this one has hardened. So you can hear how hard that is, but it basically becomes a figurine. Both of these I thought would be kitsch for your Easter decor. How cute is to have Humpty Dumpty in it or a little chick. So let's count these down. We're looking for 16 or more. Thank you so much for the bid, Courtney. If anyone's interested, we're going to keep this moving along, and we are doing just in case if you are an active bidder. 16 or more, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see you, Janet, in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. It will be on choice on Humpty Dumpty. Robin jumped in with a 17. Courtney has a just in case. He does squeak. I don't want to be too loud. It is a little late, but he squeaks and the chick does not. Janet, your just in case did come in after the bid end. So for $18 choice, Courtney, you get choice. You can let me know if you want Humpty or chick. You can take both if you wanted both. Then if there's one left, it'll go back to Robin, and then it will go back to Janet. So at $18, Courtney, let me know. You wanted Humpty. Congratulations. Humpty is yours. Robin, I know you are an Easter lover. Maybe this was the one you're going for. You could have this guy for 17 if you're interested. 17. Okay. All right. Thank you. The Humpty is made by Glamour Toys. Thank you so much, Tracy. I tried to research. He was not friendly on the Google search for me at all.
Well, there's so many chicks.
So Tracy, I'm sorry, Laura. Robin, hello, Jason. Robin, let me know if you were interested in the 1963 chick squeak, and that would be at your bid of 17. If you pass, and in a moment I can do it in the chat, if you pass, we'll be back to Janet. You wanted Humpty? No problem. Thank you so much. So I think Janet was our other one. Janet, I will watch the chat. Yep, Janet, let me know if you were interested in the chick at 16. If you pass, that's okay. We'll bring it back in the recap. So we'll get you going, Bill, but just let me know, Janet, if you were interested.
$15 for choice. And I brought some spring ceramic pixies if anyone's looking to add some little spring pixie creatures to their collection. I have this little skirt wearing pixie, so female presenting pixie, and the cute little pink hat and pink skirt sitting on a lily pad, which I think is really adorable. She is 2 inches tall, 2 inches across, and both of these pixies are little winged pixies. They have little yellow wings on them. And if you don't know, these are made by a U.S. pottery company. These are not Japan. These are made by Ceramic Art Studio, a California pottery company. Very classic glaze and look for these pixies. I'm sorry if a bunch of you just grimaced when I almost dropped her, but she's good. She's good. And of course, the cute little ears as well. And I love how they did these like the blush on the cheeks. Super, super cute. So this one is the first choice. And the second choice is the little companion riding the snail. This little one riding a snail. I love the little shorts on this one. This one also has polka dots on the wings and this really beautiful blue hat on. The ears are really prominent on this one as well. But riding a little snail friend. This one's a little bit taller, half an inch taller. It's 2.5 inches tall. So I'm going to put them together so you can see them as do a size comparison between them. And there were a couple other molds. I mean, I have them in these. And Jason and I learned probably like 6 or 8 months ago that these also came fixed to little trinket dishes. They weren't boxes, but they were like little dishes. Super, super cute. These are in great condition. No chips, no cracks, no crazing. Ceramic Art Studio is a hardy pottery. It doesn't tend to break unless you're really, really mean to it.
Right.
I'm going to put some background behind it to see if it'll focus. And then I'm going to start a countdown. So right now we're looking for 16 or more for choice. Oh, come on, focus.
Oh, it's good on our end, Bill.
Okay, now.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying my eyes are not good then?
Not saying that, but I'm saying it's good on our end, Bill.
Okay, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. All right. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I want to have a whole collection of these in the worst way. And every time I find them, I sell them. And then I say, I'm going to keep the next ones. Nope, then I sell them.
Jason, you can come and visit mine.
Okay. All right. Can I have joint custody of them maybe? Can I borrow them maybe?
Yeah, but that means 2 bins from your basement come to me.
But you can borrow those bins, but then we get them back.
All right, Laura, they're both yours for 15 each. Right. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to my core here with some kitsch and some salt and pepper shakers. These were actually in our personal collection. So they are going to start at $14 because, believe it or not, these are a little harder to find in good condition. Okay. So these are really good. Like I was saying earlier, I love decorating with like chickens, hens, ducks, all that this time of the year. And here you have the set of salt and pepper shakers. I'm not sure of a manufacturer, although we do have remnants of a Japan label on the back. They're higher end quality because they would have had these noisemakers in them. They don't work, but the noisemakers are present. In the back here, they both have their little plugs where you would put in the pepper or the salt. Then this one has the little holes up here. This one is your little pepper. The P is very reminiscent of like the same font of the Holt Howard and like the Commodore and things like that. So, and these are larger shakers. You can see there's a little bit of yellow mixed in. The cold paint seems to be very good. They come in at 4.5 inches tall. So these cute little kitschy atomic style little 1950s, 1960s shakers. They're the cute little hens. That is your pepper. So we're just looking for $14 and you will get the set of them. Again, these are a little harder to find in good condition. So there that one was. And then our salt is in the same exact kind of condition. Again, we have the noisemaker here on the bottom that is present. I like that they actually have felt on them so they sit and won't scratch anything. It does have its little plastic plug here. Sometimes these were prone to get little chips underneath here. There are no chips here. Again, they're very cartoonish. They're very 1950s, 1960s. Look at those eyes. And then there's 2 holes again, which proves our theory that the salt and pepper sometimes had the same amount of holes on each one. So $14 if anybody's interested. I see you, Christy. Thank you so much. I see you're 14, so we're looking for 15 or more. And what you guys can't see is that the yellow does go up a little further. It does ombre from yellow into white, but the camera's washing it out. So it does pull up there as I tilt it. You can see the yellow starts to fade out right about there. So it is a good 3-tone. If you guys have like a 1950s, 1960s kitchen, if you buy or collect like the Royal Copley, like Bill had sold in another sale, these kind of pair well with them. And they're larger too. So you guys can see how great these are. I don't see these come around that often. So we're looking for 15 or more. This guy has the remnants of the Japan label on the back. This guy has a little bit of residue where I think a sticker may have been. So 4.5 tall by 3 wide. So let's do a countdown. We have a bid. We're looking for 15 or more. We are doing just in case if you're an active bidder. No chips, no cracks. A little bit of the cold paint is worn, but these are in super good condition. So counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Cluck, 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 cluck. I'm Pepper, Bill. I'm Pepper. I'm sorry. I make my shakers kind of human in my house. So thank you so much, Karen, for the bid end. And Kim, thank you for being our backup. Christy, congratulations. They're yours for 14. Christy, I think you're a new buyer, and welcome. There's my email, Christy. If you can just email me your name, your full address, and an email that we can send your invoice to. These little guys are coming to you. And thank you so much for, I believe, is your first purchase with Mother Tucker's. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
Jason, we could do a whole bird sale. Do you know how many roosters I have?
I could do that. Well, you know what I would want to call it, though?
I don't know if anyone would show up.
Could we call it like, I'm not going to say it. Instead, we could call it a play on words if we wanted to. We could call it a sea sale if we want to. So
is the word flip in it?
Sure.
No.
Sure. Okay.
All right. $11, Jason. I have this beautiful little Japan ceramic dresser box.
Okay.
It's from the 1980s, made by a company called Crowning Touch, but it is a Japan piece, and it's got this beautiful design on the top, as well as this really interesting detail on the side. And it's a nice size for the dresser. You could fit quite a bit in it. It is 1.5 inches tall, but 6 inches from side to side. And it is in amazing condition. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gail, the giving the bird, flipping the bird. Yeah, let's not do that. It is in great condition, beautiful, clean, no chips or cracks, no crazing. Most of the Crowning Touch label is still here. The Made in Japan is legible. And I learned a lot about this company when I was looking it up. This company was one of the first companies to do Japan ceramics in the mail order catalogs that were so famous in the 1970s. So this probably is something that someone got mailed to them to their home for their bedroom or for any other reason. I mean, there's lots of things you could do with something like this, but it is in really, really good condition. It's a quality ceramic. It has a little bit of weight to it, but I just love this kind of detail at the top. It almost looks like it might be a ginkgo leaf, but I'm not sure that's what it is, but it's gorgeous. Oh yeah. So Laura just said ginkgo leaf. Yeah. So maybe we're vibing. Maybe that is what it is. But I think it's super pretty. It's in that gorgeous green color that's reminiscent of Weller. In fact, it feels like Weller, which is crazy because it's not even from the same continent.
It would pair well, I think. I think it would pair well with your Van Briggle too, if you had some.
So it's the color of Weller and like the feel of Van Briggle.
Yeah.
Good. Really, really pretty. All right, we're at the end, so I'm going to start a countdown. As soon as I see a bid, I'm going to count it down. Thank you, Don, for your bid. We're looking for 12 or more. Yeah, it could go into St. Patrick's Day too. That's really cool.
make a great Easter gift or a Mother's Day gift. You could put some jewelry in that, maybe some candy in that, put a gift card in that, and then they have a little trinket dish.
Am I the only one that thinks that looks like containers like this are really just a vessel to deliver other gifts in?
No, I do too. I
Yeah,
think
I always
that's
did
the
that
way
with
you
my
should.
mom.
Yeah.
I always did that with my mom. All right, so I'm going to count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, when I hold it like this, I definitely see the ginkgo. That is what it is.
It's a gorgeous piece of pottery, Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So thank you for the bid end, Karen. Robin, this is coming to you for $12. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going back to my core, guys. This is what I love to sell. I have some kitsch, and it's going to be choice. Most of it is left in, and it's part of the Bossy. Some people call her Bossy. I call her Bossy, okay? So this is a series that Lefton did, and I could be wrong, but I always called her Bossy, okay? I don't find this series that often, so I was really excited to find a few pieces. So the first one is going to be the large. This one is usually called the milk pitcher, okay? Or this could be your large creamer, okay? So she is in very good condition. I love the springtime colors. We have the cold paint, which seems to be in very good condition. It seems like there's a little miss right here because then now that I'm rubbing this is not cold paint. This is glazed over. So that would be a manufacturer defect right there. So this one is nice and tall. There's remnants of the Lefton sticker on the bottom, and this would be your milk pitcher. This would not be the creamer. This would be the little milk pitcher. She's in very good condition. So you could use her, or you could use her as a little vase. But again, she's super cute. There's no chips. Sometimes she was prone to get chips here on her horns, but that is just a cute little kitschy 1960s Lefton face. She measures 8.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. So if you guys know your Lefton series, this one seems to be a little more difficult to find, and I think this one would be really good in your spring decor. So you're going to get her. That's your first choice at 20. Your second choice, you're going to get both of these because this one is the creamer. I don't have the sugar, but I did find a similar kind of cow that is made by Norlands. So for $20 in your second choice, you can see the Norlands sticker if it wants to focus. This is the little cow that is your little egg cup, okay? So you're going to get a little egg cup, very humdrum face, but a cute little egg cup kind of with the daisies on. And again, very good condition. I thought it kind of paired with the set well. So you're going to get that. And the egg cup measures just about 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So for $20, your first choice was the pitcher, or your second choice is going to be the little Bossy, and Chisholm does. And these were made by Geo Lefton. So they were a higher quality series made by Lefton. She does have her original Lefton sticker, and she is in really good condition. She is your little creamer. So you could use these if you want to. You could pop a little air plant in there, but these are just super cute. 1960s Lefton at its best with those flowers here on the side. I just think they're adorable. So let me just double check in this light. No chips, no cracks. She's just the happiest little, and I actually, a few years ago, had the sugar, held out hoping I could find the creamer. Don't you know, I put the sugar at the store and it sold. Then I came across the creamer. So again, it's $20 choice. This one, you're going to get 2 pieces in, 2 pieces that I think marry really well together. If you guys are into egg cups, this would be great in your Easter decor. This one is made by Norlands and kind of was probably a competitive, kind of competed with this series. You're right, Karen. They are very cheerful. And then this one here, you're going to get this together. So you're going to get the creamer and the egg cup, Lefton, Norlands. So that'll be one choice at 20. And then your first choice at 20 just by itself, because it's a little harder to find, is the milk creamer. It's the milk pitcher. I'm sorry, it's the milk pitcher. It's a little late for me. Milk pitcher in very good condition. That's actually under the glaze. So that would be a manufacturer's defect. That would not be missing cold paint. Very good. These were very prone to get chips here and on the ears and on the horns. And I'm just feeling to make sure that I didn't catch anything, but I couldn't find any chips at all. But very springtime colors in orange and yellow at $20. I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. And we'll bring these back in the recap. But your choice was the milk creamer or you would get the egg cup and the creamer as another choice. And let's pass it back over to Bill for our last round. All right, Bill.
All right, Jason, because I like to do this lately, I'm going to start the last round at $1, but it in no way indicates how amazing I think this is. I have another needlework, and it's a mix between being a cross stitch and a crewel. Some of it is cross stitched and some of it is embroidery. And it is the same size as the piece I brought earlier. It's 17 by 17, but it was never mounted or framed. And it is from 1977. It's a National Paragon product. And as you can see, it's based on the seasons. So it says first spring, advancing with her flowery rain. Next summer, hand that spreads the sylvan scope. I can't read that way. It's really beautiful. And it says fun things on it. And it's on this really soft, probably a cotton linen mix. I really love it. And you can see that all the words are cross-stitched on it. But if you look in the middle, this floral, a lot of it is actually embroidered. So it's like this mixed sort of methodology. And it's in amazing condition. The only condition issue is this fraying down here at the corner. And that's actually the part that was supposed to be framed anyway. So not that big of a deal, but I think this is super pretty, even to use as something on a table or under a piece of glass on a table. Gosh, I get things in focus and then they lose it. But I think it's super good. Whoever did it was really talented because the back looks good as well. There's not a lot of mess on the back like I make when I do these. But super good.
Are you making a lot of crewels these days? Did you make some?
I started before Christmas when my niece was here because we had a contest. She finished like 5 and I'm still working on the first one. Yeah, I would not try something this big right now. I'm doing like the little ones in the maybe bigger ones are easier. I don't know, but between my eyes and my arthritis.
I think they're right. I think Bug says, I think these are called samplers. I think they are samplers. I've heard that turn of phrase before with this style of cross stitch.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I know samplers were what people, especially young people, use to learn how to do this.
Right.
So this is a 1970s one though. So this was definitely from a kit. Samplers typically are, just kind of free from. Right. But yeah, maybe it's a sampler. Maybe it is. But I think it's beautiful. And it's got all these little, like even trying to figure out what these things are down at the bottom, like those blue things, the one with the cross on the top of it. And then this one that I don't know if they're flowers or something. Just really, really neat. Really neat. I'm going to start a countdown since we have some bids. I promised some bids. So I'm going to go ahead and do you know that Rosie Green do I know Rosie Green?
I don't know.
Right. Yes. He's a football player, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And Yep.
I'm trying to read that while you're holding it up.
Yeah. Okay. I'll read it. I mean,
no, you don't know. I'm just saying, no, I think that would be something that had to do with a marriage, I think, or courting somebody. I think people can think whatever this is. I think it's just talking about the seasons.
Okay. But anyway, I'm going to count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. In my preview, I sort of had it draped over a crate, and it looks so good, sort of just on a table, like so you could see just parts of it. It was really, really pretty. Yeah, I agree that it's done really nice, Buttermilk. So there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So Karen had a just in case of 7, but Christy came in with the first 7. So Christy, congratulations. This is yours for $7.
All right, gang. My last round is going to be choice. We'll move it here along pretty quick. If you guys want to scoop up some Victorian Easter cards, these are sort of unique. 2 of them are German, and 1 of them is embossed with kind of a little bit of the silver detail on, and I think it's a higher grade Easter card. So they're in very good condition. 2 of them are used. So $5 choice. This one is your Easter greetings. This one was used. It is postmarked 1910 on the back. Again, I think we all love that script. And this one is not No, this one is, I think, an American one. I think this one is an American one. So, of course, these are your traditional postcard size. You know, we say it all the time, great in a flower frog. These are great to, you know, use as different decor. And I love using purple at Easter. They each measure your traditional postcard size, a 5.5 by 3.5. So that's your first choice. It's just $5. The next one has some gold gilding to it and is a German one. I think this is really neat that you have the rabbit riding a bicycle, pulling the egg by a cart. So if you guys are looking for some unique vintage Victorian era postcards, I think that's a really unique scene. This one, as you can see, there's no real foxing to it. It's in really good condition. And this one is one that's made in Germany. So if you guys know your postcards, they always seem that the German ones are a higher quality and more sought after. This one is used, and that one is dated 1909. So these are very old and in very good condition. MJ Barry, see your 5. Last but not least, I love a good bunny scene in your Easter decor. And look at all those. I just lost the name of the flower, and it was right there. Those are, Bill, what are those flowers? Are they? No, they're not lilies. They're
No, they're probably violas.
violets. That's it. They're violets. Thank you. And then it's a happy Easter down there at the bottom. I love that they each have those big fluffy bows on them. You know, you have a red bow and you have a golden bow. And then this one is also made in Germany. This one is unused. So if you guys want to collect some cards that are unused, this one is unused. So very good condition. The graphics are nice on them. Again, now we're looking for $6. German unused one with the rabbits. Then we have another German one with some of that foiling to it, some of that gold gilding to it almost. Higher end for that era. You can kind of see it under the light. That one is postmarked 1909 and is from Germany. And then this one is what I believe a US card. And we'll hold this one up as we do a countdown. We're looking for 6 or more. We'll count down 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Robin, I see your 6. We're looking for 7 or more. Choice. This one is postmarked 1910. I believe it's a US card. This one is German, postmarked 1909. Sorry, I think I misspoke. That one's 1910. That one's 1909. And then we have this one. And there is our bid end coming in. Thank you so much. Highest bid before that bid end was Robin. So you get choice. We'll call this one purple. This one we will call bike. And this one we will call bunnies. So we got bunnies, bike, and purple. You can take 1, 2, or 3. And that's at $9 each, Robin.
I'm so interested in the Victorians' obsession with these oversized eggs with animals that aren't chickens that pop out of them. In one of my latest videos, I focused on one where there was actually a horse coming out of the egg.
It was the myth. It was the myth and the magic to it.
Yeah.
All right, Robin, I got you for the bunnies. Thank you so much. So MJ Bear, you have backup on either purple. I love this one. The fact that they, back in that era of 1909, they were like, we're going to put this bunny on a bicycle. That was
with a big egg. With a big egg.
So there's that one. And then, of course, I love this one. Like, you're right. That, you know, what's going to hatch out of the egg? A bunny and a chick. Which came first, the bunny or the chick? So MJ, you have choice on purple or bicycle. Both. They're both yours. Thank you so much. I do have a recap, Bill. Do you have a recap?
Yep. So we're at the point in our broadcast, everyone, where we are going to show very quickly anything that wasn't claimed earlier. Maybe you weren't here. Maybe you wanted some time to think about it. So we are going to go one by one and show you anything that is still unclaimed. We'll tell you what the start price is. We'll briefly describe it. But if you are interested in claiming something, we do move through this pretty quickly. So what you would do is you would type the name of what you want in, a 1 or 2 word description, as well as the price. And if you are the only claim that comes in with a reasonable amount of time, it goes to you. If we do see another claim in come within a few seconds or so, we will start a countdown, and Karen Gillette will remain our bid ender during the recap. Simple as that. So I had, for $12, I had the pair of framed hunting pictures. The one with the hunters going across the field probably a fox hunt, and then the one with the hunters and the dogs kind of down in the gully trying to, I guess, scare the fox out of the hole or something. So if anyone was interested, you could write hunt 12 for the pair. It's not for choice, it's for both. And they are a great size if you just want something little on your wall. 6.5 inches. And that's all I had, Jason.
All right. And I had 3 things left over. So these were choice. These were your Goble paperweights. Let's put the black behind it. Be a professional here tonight. So here's your little bird. So he would be $12. He has your original Goble label on him. He's in really good condition, probably 70s or 80s on these Goble glass pieces. I believe they're like almost like an 80% crystal. You can see that they have clarity to them. So if you were interested in him, and he'd go good with your bluebirds, your Easter, $12, you could just put $12 bird. $12 bird, no chips, no cracks on him. Then I had the bunny, great for Easter. Again, really kitschy. He's got his teethers right there. He's made by Goble as well. So he does have a label. Let me show you. And these are very, very heavy pieces of glass. So these would be paperweights. I don't know why my camera wants to throw a fit tonight, God forbid. So that is your bunny. You have to trust me that that's stamped Goble. You could put in bunny 12 if you're interested in him. No chips, no cracks. Why do you have to be nasty? There we go. So you can see it's Goble. So that would be bunny 12. I had my quote, end of day, speckled Czechoslovakian vases. They were $36 choice. The difference in them is one of them has a larger mouth, one of them has a smaller mouth. They're probably, in my best guess, 1960s, 1970s. They have this gorgeous cobalt wraparound. They were $36 if anybody was interested. The colors that are on these are showing true. It's a red and orange. That's actually a jadeite green in there with white. So these are very tall. These are 14 inches tall. Again, these are very in fashion right now with these colors. So this is your one that wrapped around. I said this one wrapped around probably 4 times. Well, I'm sorry, this one wrapped around 3 times. So this is your 3 times. And again, that's cobalt. I know that seems like a high start price, but that's probably the going price. On these, it's probably less than the going price. So $36, no chips, no cracks. I'll just show you the way they applied the base. So they stood on their own. There's the 3 wraparound. Here is your 4 wraparound. And again, these came from a mid-century estate over on Friday. And I believe that they had them on their mantle. So again, as we always say, if any of the stuff was not claimed during the recap and you were watching this during a replay, or even you watch it later, please feel free to email Bill or myself. Our emails are in the description. We'll do our best to get you invoiced for it. Part of my choice on the Bosie, it could be Bossy. I always said Bosie. Lefton cow set. This was your milk creamer, $20. No chips, no cracks. This one is a harder one to find in the series. This one is a larger piece. I know folks don't like to say harder. It is. It's a little more difficult to find. You don't see this large one that often with no chips, no cracks. So that would be 20 if anyone was interested. And then because I didn't have the creamer, but I know folks love their egg cups. This was a choice that came together for 20. This I kind of thought paired with it. Norlands is the company. Norlands is a very collected ceramics company. And then you have the creamer. Still has a very nice rich Lefton sticker on the bottom and made by Geo Lefton. But don't see any interest, and that's okay. So we did it, Bill. We're all done. And again, guys, like I said, if you're watching this in a replay and the mood strikes you and you liked anything, please reach out to one of us and we will do our best to get you invoiced. So, Bill, what do you have coming up next, sir?
So I have 2 more sales this week and a busy week at work. So we're going to see how I can make this happen. Thursday, I'm over on Instagram at 5 o'clock, back in my normal time slot with Steph Crazy for Kitsch for our weekly Kitsch Keepers sale. I'm doing every other week now. And we have a very special guest this week. I call her the OG IG Kitsch Queen. It is Katie from Vintage Treasure Gal. And if you don't follow her, she has some amazing things that Jason and I want to steal from her home. She just has such good kitsch.
She is the queen of finding something that has an epic face to it. And when I mean face to it, like if she finds like an angel, it's got like the perfect face. It's got like the perfect 1950s, 1960s face, or a Santa or something like that. Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender tonight. Please put in Gavin's link. Let's get Grady Grupo Vintage Recording up a little bit. Let's show some community. He's near 1,000 subs. Let's get him there. Kim, thank you so much, who's Desert Gal, for being our backup mod and bid ender, dropping all those links and all the information in the chat. Please, Kim, put a few of your links in, especially the fact that she's a reseller over on Vamp. Let's show her some support and go over and buy from her shop. Also follow her on Instagram. This week, Amy will be off. She's heading out to do an in-person show this weekend. So she will not be joining me this Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. So my wife, my other half of Mother Tucker's, Tina, is filling in. And behind me, if you guys saw it tonight, that's just part of the Easter that we have curated for Wednesday night. So if you guys aren't into hardcore Easter like bunnies and eggs, rest assured we have some things that are compatible, okay? So come hang out with us here on Mother Tucker's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tina's putting up the link. We have a great promo. I actually did a haul video, and then I preview up close the things that we have coming on Wednesday. That's going to drop tomorrow. So please show me some support. Head on over and watch that. You'll get to see firsthand what's coming. I have a set of Holt Howard Chick Egg Cup shakers that I'm giving up and I'm going to offer to sell. So they'll be coming to Wednesday's sale. Then, Bill, did you cover Friday? All right, the Valentinos are getting together. If you didn't have enough of us fellas hanging out, we will be doing our monthly first Friday of the month Instagram sale. We're going to be doing all springy Easter. So it can be ride that line, whatever. So we have some great things in store for you. So come on over and hang out with us over on the gram. Watch me have technical issues because I have an Android phone and Instagram doesn't like that. But nonetheless, we have a good time. I think the four of us mesh pretty well, and I think it's a pretty fun sale. Would you say we mesh all right? I think Bill tolerates the three of us. That's what the face was saying. He just tolerates us for 2 or 3 hours, and then he's like, all right, guys, I'm good. So with that said, please, guys, give the gift of life. If you guys are not organ donors, please head over, give the gift of life. There's actually a couple folks in this community that are going to be and or on a transplant list. It is the gift of life. I received a transplant 3 years ago that saved my life. If somebody was not an organ donor, I wouldn't be here to do this crazy thing called live sale. So please, if I can get just one person per sale to become an organ donor, or at least consider becoming an organ donor, I feel like I'm helping to pay it forward. So with that said, we'll be back next Monday night. It'll be our big sale. Misty is still on hiatus, but it'll be myself, Bill, and Enamored Amy. We've curated some really good vintage for you. So if you can't make any of the sales that we just talked about, please come hang out with us next Monday night at 8 p.m. Subscribe to Bill, subscribe to me. Have a great night, guys. And I'll see you back on Wednesday for Easter with me and Tina. So till then, good night, everybody.